Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intrepid. My name's Captain Katarn, and tonight we're going to play Star Wars. This is going to be Star Wars Rebellion. Sorry, I had some trouble there, just trying to get OBS Studio to actually work. So here we are. We're playing a Rebel Alliance playthrough. This is episode number 3. And let's go ahead and get started. So if you remember, Tatooine is currently our home world for the Rebellion. We're working on a whole bunch of ships down here in the Podera system, which is our most important system right now with all of our shipyards. And we have some Mon Calamari cruisers that are about to come off the line. We're currently chasing the Empire in several systems, including the Siswana system, and at this point we just need the actual fleet power to take the battle to them directly. We're also working on trying to subdue the Empire in some of these other worlds. You can see here above Drawl, looks like they have a fleet currently. Drawl used to be ours, but they came in and they took it. So if we were to take it back, we would totally swing the balance of power back in our favor. However, I don't think right now we're in a position to do that. So let's take a look. So we have 2 Nebulon Bs that are currently being built at Talos, or probably Salonia. Yeah, Salonia. Okay, so Salonia's getting some shipyards. Alright, and I think Master Luke went to Dagobah as well. Let me just double check. Okay, we don't have anything there. Let me go ahead and get rid of these. Because the messages for... Hey, what's up? Dragon Master, Michael Ritchie, Jordan, everybody. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm going to try to talk as much as I can, but everything is set up differently for me for this stream because Star Wars Rebellion is so hard to capture with OBS that I had to like completely rearrange everything so I can't see the chat as easily. But basically, like any combat action doesn't go away on that screen. You have to manually erase it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So we did take a look at that. We also we have a guy up here. We're gonna have to move him shortly. I'm just taking a look at the state of our diplomats. So we have a diplomat over here. I know that Han and Leia were over here somewhere. Yes, it looks like they were at Baffron. Let's go ahead and send Leia on a mission to Caproni. No, we'll do Comparis, just because 1, it's closer.
You know what you're doing.
And 2, it has more empty energy cells, which means I can probably get some stuff up there. So we're sending Sluice Vaughn's getting some Gen cores. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. So let's go ahead and go fast for a second. Luke, okay. That's why I named this the Future of the Force. And that's the name of the episode because Luke Skywalker has left Dagobah. Let's take a look.
I am growing stronger with the Force.
He is growing stronger with the Force. I don't know, can you guys hear that? Hopefully you can. Let me know. Stellaris will start as soon as the mod's out. When I have information, you'll have information. And sometimes if I know something, I'm not allowed to reveal it yet, but in this case, nothing's been communicated. So Luke has finished his training with Dagobah, or with Yoda. Okay, so that's great. So Luke's back at Talos, and now we have a Jedi Knight. Let's take a look at Luke. Maybe he's still a trainee. I'm not sure. All right, so he's here. Okay, perfect. And we can see he's a Jedi student. That's perfect. Look at how everything has changed for him. So he had pretty decent skills before, but now his combat rating is 162, his leadership is 71, espionage is 90. He's by far your best combat person at this time. And he's a farm boy raised on Tatooine, a student of the Force, and a Jedi in training. Okay, so the thing is that Luke will be able to sense other Jedi now. So because we have him there, if he finds somebody else who's Force sensitive, he'll be able to let us know.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
And train him. So first I'm going to send him on a mission because we need to get Talos fully up to diplomacy. I see how we have a little bit of a gap here. I think maybe the Empire is actually... Let me just double check. I want to see if they're running any kind of missions because I thought we had these 2 planets completely and fully switched over, but maybe we don't. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to just do an espionage mission on their own planet so we can see if there are any Imperial agents acting against us. Okay, so at Delia, it looks like Boris Fela has taken care of that. Now we're going to send them over to Burtrest, which is the most important one in this sector because of all the empty energy. Do they have anything? They do not. And Bimsari had a major disaster before. This would have been a more important planet, but unfortunately it isn't now. Alright. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of information about Sarka. We got an incomplete report, which is why I don't have a full information dump here. Looks like they might have got caught. Sorry. Every time I go down there, it's going to pop that up. That's so annoying. At least whenever I usually record, I don't think it was doing that, but I'm not 100% sure. On my regular recordings, I do see it's picking it up now, though. Right. Not bad. What's up, Drac? Good to see you. Alright, let's go ahead and go fast. Alright, saboteurs have struck at Bimasari, and Bothaway has joined.
Says one of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, big news. So Bothaway over here is the Bothan homeworld, and they've openly joined the Republic. Or the New Republic, or whatever we are. The Alliance. I prefer the Alliance, I think. When they tried to transition into a legitimate government, it left a lot to be desired. Okay, so here we are, and, great. I'm just looking here. We're currently in the process of picking up these planets, so we're going to have a full sector, or 2 full sectors that are ours, but where is the, here it is. Medium transport. I was just trying to find out where we'd send it. So here it has all 10 slots filled. Perfect, which is what we were waiting for. Let's go ahead and send it into the Albyron sector. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll try to pick up all these worlds as well. We'll make the entire Outer Rim rebel. Hey, what's going on, Peter? Yeah, I didn't have time to record an episode this week, so I figured we'd try this as a live broadcast. So let's see. Okay, Mon Mothma.
Empire has bested us.
She's still working on diplomacy. So she's out here in the Outer Rim, which is pretty much as safe as she can be, doing random missions there. If the Empire finds her, it's going to be incredibly unlikely. Now, at some point here, before day 1000, I want to move our headquarters. Every 1,000 days, I like to move it around. Ideally from, like, half the galaxy to the other half, because when it's in hyperspace, it's invulnerable. So the only thing that would be a problem is if this planet that we move it to, maybe out here in the modal sector, if I get one of these planets, Rebel, if it falls to the Imperials and then we come out of hyperspace there, we're kind of screwed. But that's really the only time that you're vulnerable, when you're in transit. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, okay, and here's the other thing too. Down here we have a Mon Calamari cruiser. I'm going to pull this one out of the fleet, actually. Create fleet. Perfect. And before we're done, I'm going to fill them all up with starships and then send them on their way. We'll do that. I know that each of our sectors are also working on starships.
Our mission was successful.
Alright, Luke is doing good work. Solst has joined the enemy. Damn it, Leia. Okay, it's not Leia's fault, but still. I feel like it should be. So Solst over here has joined the Imperials. Not great, so we only have one other neutral system that we can try to take. In this sector, we have pretty much no foothold at all in terms of infrastructure in this loose sector. But we are going to get some Gen Cores, so hopefully we can keep ourselves from being attacked. 2 Gen Cores on the planet, and the planet is pretty much impervious to ground assault, unless they're destroyed. Okay, so it looks like they have quite a number of ships massing at Coruscant. Avram is one of our most important worlds, just because we had everybody focused here. We have Wedge up here, and we have some X-Wings. Let me see, how many X-Wings did they build? Oh wow, we have a lot of people. Talon Karrde, what are you doing? Okay, so I guess facility design might be done now. What's his status? Yeah, facility design. Let me see if there's anything on here. Okay. Trying to see if we finished it. I suppose that we finished it, because I'm not getting a mission for... Oh, that's right. Damn it. I moved, I got rid of the facility that he was working out of. My bad. Here, I'll send them here. Okay, so he'll resume his stuff. Alright, so Paige and Marshar, however you say his name, they're both my espionage characters, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep sending them at this Judicator until we get it or they die. I don't care which. Prefer that we get it, obviously. Alright. We're gonna send them out there to try to sabotage it. Good luck. Don't come back if it's not done. Okay, Leia's doing stuff.
Princess Leia.
Great. Okay, so we have an idle construction yard, which we don't ever want, especially this one, which is our biggest construction yard. So now we can start another facility.
There is a message from the president.
Let's go ahead and do another ship facility at Mantassa, and we can make that one.
There is a message from Master Luke.
And here, we'll come down here. 2 Gen cores. And we can make this one for like fighters and smaller ships so that we can crank those out faster. And that way we can build our big ships down here and then have a support fleet ready to go, hook them together and send them into the outer rim. So I think that's the way to do it. Alright, good job, Luke. So we're bringing those guys up. It's excellent. So there's 3 more opportunities in Corellia to draw them into our side before we're gonna have to start using the sword. It's like Phalek isn't having a whole lot of success. Okay. I hate the Bothans. I really do. Like, legitimately. Alright, here we are. So we have 6 Alliance escort carriers in Kenyan, and we're building 3 more X-Wings, which is great. How many do we have on the planet? Oh, we have way more than 6. Nice, so we'll have a ton. I'm actually kind of... Since this system is, like, up in the air whether or not we're going to get to keep it, just because it's mostly Imperial and they're probably going to strike at us at some point and take this out, I'm, like, slightly leaning towards just moving all these off-planet. And I think I might do that, actually. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to take this Alliance escort carrier and bring it over. And it's going to take a while. Day 487, so it's going to take over 50 days, almost 2 months for them to get there. But then we'll have a much stronger facility out here. And since these already have everything that we need, and I know that there's more ships on Avram, I'm going to go down here to the Aura sector. I'm going to take that Mon Cal cruiser that we had, and I'm also going to bring it over. And it's probably going to take forever. Let's see. Day 510, so that's going to take almost 90 days. It'll take 80 days. So we'll go ahead and go fast. Oh, we have a battle with Avram. So what do we have? Okay, so these are the people that we were just about to do. We have 4 on the surface, we have 6 in the air, we have 10 X-Wing squadrons, 3 Corellian corvettes, an Alliance escort carrier versus... Okay, so now we have Victory Destroyer, the Tiger, the Lord, the Taskmaster, the Absolute, the Exterminator, which is an ISD Exterminator. Oh crap. We can't win this, so I'm going to retreat. It's a really important world to us, but I don't think that they have the bombing strength yet. They might. They really might. Okay, they left Avram. If they were going to stay over it, I was going to send my people up at it to try to destroy it, but they left. Did we get... I guess our... see, it's probably not on here anymore. I think it failed. Yeah, the Judicator had failed. Let me try one more time.
There are units assigned to the mission which are not capable of acting on the assigned target.
Just try to
I'm afraid no mission could be
just
formed.
keep trying to sabotage it. Eventually we might be successful. See, because they were out on the planet, if they had left those ships in orbit, I could have tried to sabotage them much easier. Okay, so Baphron is finished with its orders. Now let's take a look. There's a lot of systems here that could use some help. So go ahead and do Destination Bothwi. Same thing, 2 Gen cores, try to clog up that system. Sweet. Hey, what's up? Go get him. What's up, ATARS? 02, nice to see you. Shouldn't go on fast because a lot of things happen at once and you can't respond quickly enough. Yeah, well, that's true. But honestly, I micromanaged the crap out of this. I probably shouldn't. Alright, so Mon Mothma's done and she's at Ambria, so we need to know that so that I can get that set up. Let me move over. Okay, we're still waiting for these guys to get here. When are they going to get here? 4:55, so a little bit of time there. Go ahead and move up to medium. It's just going to...
There is a message from Princess Leia.
See, the saboteurs kept striking at Bemisari.
There is a message from one of our fleets indicating
It's not the
it has
first
dropped
time.
out of hyperspace and has arrived at its destination.
And honestly, Bemisari has like nothing of value. So if they were to take it, I mean, we'd lose a planet, but it's not like crippling. Okay. Fleet arrives at Chandrilla, so we have moved from Avram over to Chandrilla. And we're hurt, too. Looks like our Corvette took some damage on the way out. All of our X-Wings seem to be okay, however. Okay, and there's probably X-Wings that landed here, too. Yep, so we'll send them back to Avram. All of them. Because Avram has a shipyard there, and that'll help repair this Corvette. And then, the next time, I mean, we still probably don't have the forces to take them out with only one Corellian, or with only one, MC-80 or whatever it is.
R2 has a message
One
from one of our
Cruiser.
field personnel.
Swyvern is being attacked.
R2 indicates that
You can see that they were able to crack
R2
the
says
planetary
one of our agents
core
is reporting in.
with their
There is a
Star
message from
Destroyer.
Princess Leia.
Crap. Okay. So General Reichian is no
There is a
longer doing
message from
troop
Master
transport.
Luke.
Let me see. Is there still more
There is a
mission?
message from Captain Solo.
Okay, so I'm going to send him over to Yavin to do it over here because our Yavin facility is still up. Huh. Okay, that's unfortunate. That was an important system for us. I think they just raised it to the ground. Let me just double check to see what they did. Either we had an issue there or something, because I wouldn't have sent a general there if that wasn't an important place for us. So what did they destroy? Yeah, we must have had a natural disaster there. As you can see, I have a General Willard. And I would not have sent him somewhere if I didn't think that that was an important system, and clearly there's like nothing there. So let me go ahead and relocate him. Where can we put him? That would be better. You know, there aren't a whole lot of systems right now that we control in the core that I think are incredibly important, but this one will be. So I'm going to move him to Salonia. I think that's the way to go. Okay, so Luke is here, and he's finished at Talos. Let's go ahead and send Luke over to Corfi.
You got it.
See if we can take that. Perfect. I'm going to take Mazarakis, and I'm going to have him do another espionage mission just on Salonia, so I can see if anything else is going on, because apparently nothing was happening on Talos. So that's perfect. Hey, what's up, Paul? I appreciate you. Welcome to the stream tonight. What's up, Jack? Jordan? I would have never thought that Star Wars Rebellion would do as well as it's doing tonight. Hopefully you guys don't find it too boring. I love this game. I could play this all night. Whereas like a game like Star Wars Empire at War I'm not very good at. I feel like I'm pretty good at this one. So. Okay, Yavin is under blockade.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel. There is a message from one of our fleets indicating it
They've
has
attacked
dropped out of
Swyvern.
hyperspace and has arrived at its destination.
And it doesn't look like they hit anything. Oh no, they destroyed all my armies. Sticks. And then they left. They also attempted to attack Yavin, but they couldn't because of my garrisons here. Okay, good. So I should have actually probably moved that guy over to Yavin. Yavin is an important planet because of all these X-Wings that we built. Coruscant over here. Take a look at it. Yeah, it's pretty much capped. Okay. Avram, we have all of our people here. How long until those guys show up? So those guys are like 480 and these guys are 510. So it's gonna be a while. Alright. And maybe we can fight back a little bit. At least we can have a little bit of a battle before we have to retreat. Alright, the fleet has arrived at our new planet here. In Tucci, and you can see that it's a great planet for us. It's 11 raw material slots. I don't know what's going on with my voice there. Hang on a second. Get some water. And now we control the entire 2 sectors down here, so we can have a lot of fun with this. Alright, Chazwa is still building those. Paderis is still building these. It's just that the more construction things that you have, the more important it is to have your infrastructure in place. And as you can see, I don't have anything saved up, so every time that we get raw materials, they're refined and then they're used, and that's what we're waiting on. Okay.
There is a message from Master Luke.
Let's go ahead and pause this again. So what I'm going to do...
R2 has a message indicating that one of our fighter squadrons has replaced its losses and is now at full strength.
Give it the destination here. We're going to fill this up again. Oh, jeez, shut up, 3PO. Goldenrod.
There is a message from Princess Leia.
Alright, so we're going to put 6 up here. So we'll have 6 shipyards here, and that'll allow me to crank out fighters at a pretty advanced pace. And then the other thing I'm going to do is come over here. I'm going to make this all shipyards, and I'm going to make this, or let me see. Yeah, I'm going to make this all shipyards too. And then everything else will allow the computers to start using my resources to build whatever we need to increase mines and production facilities. That way we can pump out starships at an advanced rate, and I think that'll work really well. So now that we're here, we'll go ahead and do this. We're just going to keep moving the fleet around until we get all of these sectors. Great. Okay. Yeah, welcome. Alright, so if you guys aren't bored by this, I'm encouraged, because like I said, I love this game. Alright, so we're still building our X-Wings. Let me see, looks like we have a good number of them. 8 X-Wings right now. Not enough to take on an entire sector by ourselves, but... or the sector fleet by ourselves quite yet, but at least it will force them to have a decent fleet to come at us.
Manufacturing message has been received.
Okay, capital ship is repaired. Yes, our Corellian Corvette's fine. Now we have a battle.
Has a message from one of our field personnel.
We have about 15 X-Wings versus the Punisher, the Oppressor, Taskmaster.
R2 has some good news about support for the Alliance.
Let's go ahead and take command of this for a second.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
We can't win this, but I do want to look at this. So, see, they didn't have so many little support ships. I think we could win this, because I know that we would be superior to their fighters, but we'll definitely lose because they have enough support ships, and they'll eventually pick me off before I can get them down. But if you know what, X-wing fighters are not going to. I feel bad about Digital Lives, but X-wing fighters are not going to be that tough to replace. So let's see what we can do here. I kind of need to know what our performance capabilities are. So basically, what I want to do is have them both attack that Imperial Star Destroyer and see if we can take them out. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to zoom into our X-wings so you guys can see it. Because EA 1998 graphics. They're not even oh man, they're flying backwards. Those hotshot pilots. Alright, here we go. And we can fire at them as we go past. Okay. There we go.
Reporting. Target destroyed.
Let's see how we do. Zoom in close on the Imperial Star Destroyer that's getting absolutely wrecked. Get wrecked, son!
Blue group reporting they're taking losses.
Now everyone's just like attacking us in the theater, so we'll start losing X-Wings. But I'm thinking that if we hurt these guys enough, that's good enough for me. What's up? Send a few army regiments and maybe a strong character to launch a decoy invasion of a lightly defended Imperial rimbowl. I mean, that sounds great, but it doesn't really work like that. Now we're starting to die. We're already down to 7 X-Wings, because we didn't deal with the fighter swarm, so we're just getting absolutely wrecked. But I was trying to hurt them at least, because if we can have this Star Destroyer take damage, like I said, I think it's worth it. Alright, anybody left? Go ahead and get out. Save yourselves!
Red group reporting they're taking losses.
Alright, it looks like they're gonna make it out. Maybe. No. The TIE fighters are fast. Oh, it was a massacre. It was a massacre at Yavin.
Red group reporting. They're taking losses.
Okay,
Our
well that was
fleet has
fun.
been destroyed.
Our fleet has been destroyed. Oh no, the Empire is victorious.
Oh my! Imperial troops are assaulting one of our planets.
Oh no.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing
Seriously?
message has been received.
Ow.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
I thought we had that planet capped. Apparently we didn't have enough gen cores, really? And they just came in and took it? Those dicks. Alright. Talon Karrde had the flee. Not great. Trying to see where everybody else went. Did they return to Avram? Now more than ever we need a hero.
I'm not
And
sure I know how to do
probably
that.
some capital ships. Alright, so we're still waiting for those things to be built. We have like a lot of supply problems right now. We're trying to grow this rebellion. We don't have any supply lines set up. It's not great, I'll be honest. So we'll go ahead and set the destination for Camp Paris. We need 2 gen cores there before I invest in the planet. I need to make sure it's safe because apparently we had a couple planets that didn't have 2 gen cores and they just got walked right over by the Empire. And as you can see, that's what happens. They just take it, and well, that's not great. Okay. Well, we're only a couple days away from getting that other carrier to
R2
show up there.
indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Umgel joins the enemy. I mean, it's bad news all around. So this is not perfect for us right now. I'm just letting this play out a little bit longer to see if Shipyard idle in Kenyan. Let's go ahead and pause that. That's important. Okay, so Kenyan has all of this capacity. Look at this. We have an A-wing. So looks like research and development has come through for us. We now have access to build an A-wing, which is a fantastic thing. So we'll go ahead and build 10 of those. Give me 10 A-wing squadrons, please. Alright, so they're going to work on those. We're also getting very close to being out of maintenance points, so we have to be careful. What I'm going to do, essentially, I've decided, is that I'm going to take all of this, the Mon Calamari fleet down here, and I'm going to bring them into Avram, and we're just going to have one rebel fleet for right now, because we need something to counter the massive Imperial fleet that they have here. So I'm going to send them off, and as soon as they're commissioned, they'll come out to wherever that fleet is. Also, I want to rename this fleet, so give me the name of the fleet, guys. Go ahead and put in the comments what you think I should call the third fleet. Hey, Michael. Blue group recording, yes. Get General Reichian out of captivity. Also check your ground losses when there's a ground invasion. It's not really possible to do that. They instantly do it. So if they take the planet, the ground losses are 100%. Let me see. I mean, we could send, I guess, a rescue team. Why not? It will probably just kill him. Anytime that somebody is injured like this and you try to rescue them, you have a good chance of just killing them if something goes wrong. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go ahead and try to rescue General Reichian. All right. So up here, it looks like Leia is done with her work. Awesome, good job, Leia. Go down here and get a Prono. And I probably should have gone for this planet first because it has all these great facilities that we can definitely use. Alright, so we're just waiting for Mantessa to finish. Okay, so Mantessa has a construction facility, which is perfect. Now we can start building A-Wings. Give me 100, no, just kidding. Give me 25 A-Wings. Alright. So then we can fill up our fleets with A-Wings, which are significantly better than the TIE Fighters, and will give us a significant advantage. The only thing that they lack is the proton torpedoes.
The Empire is bombarding one of our planets. You must help them.
Which planet?
Oh dear.
Chandrilla.
R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Okay, so it looks like they have bombarded Chandrilla. Guess Chandrilla wasn't blocked off either. They left. So you can see that it gives them a slight sliver of Imperial support, because there's some people that say, if you can't defend us from the Empire, then we're going to join them, because, you know, peace and all that is more important to us. So you gotta be careful with that. All right. So it looks like our other Alliance escort carrier. Rebel 1. Okay. We'll rename that Rebel 1. Alright, so our Alliance escort carriers have shown up, and we can rename them like Quasar. And what was that the name of the Rebels one? What was the Rebels one's name? And then maybe we'll just name this Phoenix. Okay. But you guys can start naming the different capital ships as they come in. Corellian Corvettes don't really need names, but if you want to. Home 1? The first one? Okay. When it gets here, I'm not allowed to rename it until it shows up because it's in hyperspace. Apparently, it's out of the naming convention at that point. I don't understand that. Okay, let's continue here. So we picked up this planet, and we have them still going over here. So good. We haven't really moved a whole lot since then. Let's see. Where's Luke? Luke's at Corfi, doing his thing. Go fast.
Blast!
Oh, keep it going, Luke. Firo joins the enemy. Hey, Carl Reiki escaped, so it looks like our mission was successful. Let's take a look. Personnel are returning to Avram, so we went and we liberated them. Good suggestion, Jordan. So we're coming back. He's injured. It's going to take him a while to recover from that, which is unfortunate, but I think that we're going to be in a really good spot here. If we can hit Yavin, and they've left Yavin, then we're going to be able to flip that planet back, most likely. Well, if we can get through the planetary shields that I left there for myself. But if we can wipe off these troops, we'll flip that planet back, and that will cause the entire sector to reevaluate their alliances. That'd be huge. But we're kind of playing with fire right now, trying to attack Coruscant. It's ballsy. I mean, we may end up losing this. I kind of really wanted a scenario where we have a really high chance of failure, because I thought that would be a lot more fun. See that? Corvette group Talon, huh? Alright, so we'll check that out. Hey, I think that they're here. Let's see. No, I'm on the wrong one. Second. What was it, like 510 that they're going to show up? There it is. So we'll go ahead and rename this one Home 1. For you. Alright. We can also take some more X-Wings.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that fleet
Alright,
is
so we have
filled to
15
capacity.
X-Wings.
I'm afraid your order
Also,
cannot be carried out.
I want to move them. Typically I don't do this, but the Home 1 Corvettes will last the longest. So I want to move my command crew onto them. It's best practices usually... Actually, let's just do this. It's best practices usually to have your command crew on something that is not the highest value target, because that way if this goes down, you're still giving orders out to everybody and you don't lose them. So I guess I should follow that. So we'll put them on the Quasar and the Phoenix over here, while the other Moncals get built and get sent out. This will be a pretty formidable fleet, actually. If we can have 27 X-Wings, I think the Imperials are going to be afraid of us.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received. R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Alright, so we were able to capture Shenna Rix and
R2 says one of
Dorja.
our agents is reporting in.
That's perfect. Alright, I'm just looking at Camp Paris. Looks like they got what they needed. Do they have anything else here? They don't. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to leave them where they are for right now. Luke almost has Corfi completely up, and then we'll go down to Vagran. Idle construction yards. Kenyon is still building those A-wings for me. Awesome. How are we doing down here? We're halfway on the next Star Destroyer. That's perfect. Mantessa's building their A-wings slowly, ever so slowly. And then I have Mon Mothma and those people just chilling here. And I didn't forget about them, but we need more planets for them to go. So it's slow going, but we will definitely prevail. Okay. Gen Corps deployed at Bothway, that's good. Get that planet capped off. Mon Calamari Regiment, awesome. Okay.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Orphi still waiting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get that done ASAP. Alright, so the other one is almost in. So what's a name for the other? The Radis? The Phoenix Nest. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. I mean, it's probably a bad omen, because I have a feeling that pretty much any ship that I have right now is probably going to end up dead. But then I haven't watched Rebels yet, so maybe that's accurate. No spoilers. I'm trying to get it in this weekend. I keep saying that I want to do it, but things keep coming up in real life where I have to work. Actually, this weekend's probably not the best, because between having to travel for Easter and being my weekend to actually do everything at work, it's gonna be challenging. Okay, let's go ahead and build 2 more troop facilities over here at Compara, so that we actually are getting something for this. Oh, we have advanced shipyards now. Okay, that's such a big deal. That's awesome. I didn't notice the research and development message for that. Advanced shipyards are huge. Here it is. No, that's not it. So I must have missed it, but that basically doubles the speed of your shipyards. So it's so important that I'm actually going to stop that. And now I'm going to destination Mantessa. I'm going to build advanced shipyards.
Message has been received.
There we go. Finish that off. So now instead of having 6 here, it actually is the equivalent of having 9 regular ones. So it's at the same production level as this, and it has half the ships, which means that whenever I build my shipyards over here, untonned, we're going to have, you know, a ridiculous amount of production capacity. We're going to need it too. Alright, so Heffy looks like it's a good place for us. We'll go ahead and take that. Just keep moving around. I'm still trying to get a place for Mon Mothma and them to go. Alright, and Leia's still having some trouble down there, so she might be going against a rival diplomat. Let's see, Boris Felisk is available. We'll send him over to Ando. Alright, go fast again, just because informants have provided information about Halloween. So pretty much nothing is going on in Halloween.
Princess Leia.
Nebulon B frigate deployed at Talos. That's awesome.
There is a message from one of our fleets indicating
And some
it has dropped out
X-Wings.
of hyperspace and has arrived at
A-Wing
its
squadron
destination.
deployed at Mantessa. Looks like things are starting to move along nicely. Oh no, we had another natural disaster. Crap. Look at that, we lost all our construction yards on Baffron.
There is a message from Princess Leia.
Oh, that is so rough. I think that's happened at more than one facility that we've had already. Look at that, we captured Novo Garient there. That's good. There's no reason, really, to have General Varillo here, so move him over to Kateris. Han,
I'm not
Chewie...
sure I know how to do that.
Oh, crap. Han, Chewie, and the prisoner can come as well. This will be the most important one that we have now, and we're going to build some A-Wings, so give me 10 A-Wings. Alright, so we're building 10 A-Wings. Alright. 1 Mountain Cal, 2 Nebulon Bs, 4 Corvettes. Maybe for hidden run groups, but that's not gonna... That will not work against multiple Star Destroyers, because the Empire is pretty much pulling all their stuff together. Look at this, so they're using Yavin to build another Star Destroyer. I have to get there and stop that. That's their 8th Imperial Star Destroyer, that's a big deal. Like, I don't know if I told you this, but if I was playing you a multiplayer, I'd rename all of my ships to, like, Imperial Star Destroyer 12 and stuff like that, because the default is that it gives it the number of Star Destroyers that it is. So, that would, like, totally demoralize you, probably, if you thought that I had 12 Star Destroyers at this point. But the computer doesn't use that tactic. If they have Imperial Star Destroyer number 8 being built, they actually have 7, either in construction or out somewhere. So that is incredibly useful information. That means that we really need to up our game, because we're gonna get crushed. All right. So when does this cruiser show up? Let's see, day 572. So about 2 months from now, we'll be able to put in 3 more X-Wings into this squadron. And at that point, I think we can go and try to harass the Imperials a little bit. We'll see. We can at least try to take Yavin. And I don't think anybody has interdiction technology yet, so we can still get away if we decide the engagement is not
R2
for
has
us.
a message from one of our field personnel.
Research exhausted,
R2
very
says one
slow.
of our agents is reporting in.
There are no further advances expected in troop training, which is good, because then we get all those characters back. B-Wing research is complete, so now we have the B-Wing, which is our advanced bomber prototype, available. Leia has finally come through with us, and Captain, however the hell you say that, has joined, which is great, because they have a lot of facilities here. Let's go ahead and make them... Let's make them even better, so I want to build 2 Gen cores. Or at least 1 Gen core, because they have, what? 1 already. Let's build 1. And then we'll take those 2 slots that we have left and also build 2 advanced shipyards here. And this will become a really important facility for us to pump out small support ships so that when the big fleets move into the sector, we should be okay. The 3rd Mon Cal cruiser is about to be finished. And Chazwa is still working on those. Alright, cool. So we had some other stuff that happened too. Let her work on that until it goes all the way up. Informants have provided us this information with Tan Green. So here you can see Tan Green doesn't have anything going on it currently. The reason that they show us this is, and it's not a full information dump, because this is more Rebel than it is Imperial, so we know that they have to have a garrison here. But they're giving us at least a little bit of information on the infrastructure of the planet, so we know there's a bunch of refineries there. So if I can get a fleet there that can bomb off the population or the garrison, that planet will flip. That's important. Okay, hidden runs. You can find, it's actually in the description, Paul. I have a link to both Steam and Grand Old Games, depending on which you prefer. I'm a Steam guy, but I totally get that some people, prefer Grand Old Games for whatever reason. Alright, so down here at Core File, Luke Skywalker is completed, and you can see that his diplomacy rating goes up every time that he's successful. We're making him better. Let's go ahead and send him on a mission to Vagrant. More diplomacy. I feel like we're wasting him, but we'll start doing espionage missions and things like that with him so that he starts to grow his force powers as well. I also ideally want to get him around a large group of rebels, because then he'll be able to tell if any of them are potentially force sensitive. And then we might even be able to train them, and that's exciting.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting.
In fact, it would even be good for me to have him get captured and brought to Lord Vader, so he learns of his heritage, because that also gives him a boost. Alright, Battle at Talos. Let's see, what do we got? Got the Nebulon B. We have... looks like 8 or 9 X-Wings. And what are we fighting? The Master, the Serpent, the Tyrant, the Inquisitor, the Lion, the Oppressor, the Supreme. I don't think we can win that. Let's take command.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
I don't want to lose this sector. I'm not gonna have a choice. We're gonna definitely lose the system. They should have enough to penetrate my shield with all of this firepower. What I'm gonna do is have all of my ships.
Red group acknowledges mission assignment. Blue group acknowledges
fly in a
mission
Marg
assignment.
how do you say that? Marg Sauberg? I don't know. Around my guys until I see that their fighters leave their escorts. And then I want to see if we can take some of them out. If we get the fighter support done, we might actually be able to win. I see they have, what, 5 squadrons there? 6. 7. They have 8 squadrons there. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what, we're gonna engage. We're gonna withdraw.
All units reporting in. The fleet is preparing to make the jump into hyperspace.
Alright. Go ahead and punch in the coordinates. And jump. Alright, just take a moment. You'd think that we'd already have the calculations done because we know that we're going to want to leave.
Blue group reporting. Target destroyed.
It's kind of cool that my X-Wings can still shoot at them while we're sitting here. Come on, guys.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
There we go.
Blue group reporting they're taking losses.
Alright,
Red
so we
group
destroyed a
reporting.
couple of them.
Target destroyed.
We lost an X-wing.
The fleet is jumping into hyperspace. The withdrawal is complete.
Hey, what's up, John? They are really hard to see. I'm not really looking at them necessarily. I'm just watching the lasers go. Okay, so we didn't lose anything, but we destroyed 3 other fighters, and that's good because it still takes the Empire a while to do that. So they only have 3 TIE fighter squadrons left and and 2 TIE bombers. So that's a big deal because if they come back out of hyperspace at us, they're very close to being without an escort of fighters, and then it's game on. Then they only have the Tyrant and the Master really, and maybe the Serpent. No, maybe the Lion that can really do well against fighters, and everything else will be pretty vulnerable to it. So that's good. Let's pause this.
Indicates that a
Shit, okay, they left. I was gonna take a couple shots at them. I was gonna send General Ilbus to try to take them out, but I think that should be fine. Okay, so here we are. We have our X-Wings back. Let's go. They're gonna keep building those. Great. And the other ones at Salonia, this is a big deal because if they had blocked Salonia before this one got here, we wouldn't have got that ship facility. So I'm glad to see that they didn't do that. Let's see, advanced shipyard deployed at Mantessa. Awesome. Let's see how quickly they are. They're building those A-wings for me. That's the future, right there. We're gonna win because love. How dumb. Battle of Corfi, so they're chasing us. Oh yes. Okay, so we have. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what. See, this is perfect because we spent the capital last time to take some of them out with minimal losses to us. I think that we're in a position that we can really hurt them this time.
Fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
My orders are to stand off for now. Let's let them get their fighters out and start moving towards us, and then I want to move in. We will have the Nebulon B frigate handle fighters. And we'll have our X-Wings handle fighters.
Acknowledges mission assignment. Blue Group acknowledges mission assignment.
Alright, so now we're going to move up as a concerted unit. And we're probably going to lose the Nebulon. And maybe everyone else too. But keep in mind that these back here, they don't even fight. So, this is good. If we take out enough of their fighters, they might actually decide to bug out.
Red Group reporting. Target destroyed.
There we go.
Target destroyed. Order acknowledged.
Alright, so now I'm sending the Nebulon B.
Target destroyed. Blue Group reporting they're taking losses. Red Group reporting. Target destroyed.
Okay, so now all fighters
Red Group reporting. Target destroyed.
attack the Lion.
Orders completed. Red Group acknowledged. Engaging target.
Because the Star Destroyers are foolishly attacking
Reporting they're taking losses.
the fighters, which they're not going to be able to do very well. If they'd attack the Nebulon first, that'd be worse. So he doesn't have orders. I thought I gave him orders. Attack the Lion. Quickly.
Blue Group reporting they're taking losses.
Okay, there we go. Now we're making some headway. Alright. Yeah, so it definitely helps when you have another capital ship working with these guys. There's no way to speed up time, unfortunately, so I can't really know what's going to happen here unless...
Reporting they're taking losses.
Alright, so we're down to, what, 5 X-Wings? Okay, so we did what we needed to do. Let's go ahead and withdraw.
All units reporting in. Preparing to make the jump into hyperspace.
There you go. We actually hurt that considerably. If I was willing... Oh, it looks like he got stuck in the tractor beam, huh? Alright, we probably lost that X-Wing. See how he's not moving? They do have tractor beams that they might get them in. Okay. But that means that everyone else is going to get away. And we hurt them, and we took out their fighter screen. So next time they show up, they're going to be vulnerable. and we should be able to go after one of the Star Destroyers with much better effect. Alright guys, run up the calculations, the light speed, let's get out of here. Nah, I don't really want to do that, Jordan. I'll never put all the high risk or the high reward targets together. It's kind of dumb. Oh my goodness, guys. How long does it take to spin up your FTL drives? Let's go. Wow, these X-Wings are taking forever to leave. Come on, guys. Or we cut. There we go. Finally. All right.
The fleet is jumping into hyperspace. The withdrawal is complete.
So, I mean, as you can see, we did lose some X-Wings, which is to be expected. We lost, it's like 5 squadrons, 6 squadrons, 5 squadrons, maybe. And, but we did do some damage to the Lion. So, we kind of blunted their assault, but they did take Corfai. It's a good thing Luke wasn't on Corfai.
There is a message from Princess
Alright, Luke is
Leia.
on Vagrin now. Vagrin's joined.
There is a
Probably
message from
because
Master
they didn't
Luke.
like the fact that Corfai just got taken.
There is a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace and has arrived.
Alright, so we
at
have our
its
Nebulon
destination.
B frigate over here. They're currently getting repairs and more X-Wings, which is great. Let's go ahead and see if we can fill them up again. Switch out for one of the non-hurt X-Wings. There we go. Alright, so we have 2 X-Wings in here that are ready to join a squadron. See how we're doing up at Avram. Did our new Corvette... Okay, our new Corvette has... Our new cruiser is here, so give me a name for this cruiser. Let's see. The Radis was a name. Is that after... Is that after General Radis? Is that the guy's name from Rogue One? It's been so long since I've watched it. Alright. So we're there, and we can take another 3 X-Wings, so let's go ahead and take them off of Avram and get them right on the Radis immediately. There we go, so we're up to 18 fighters. We have another Mon Cal that's coming in. It'll be here in about 2 months. So in the meantime, we have a fully operational unit. Let's go ahead and grab a couple army units just so that we have them.
Unfortunately, that fleet is filled to capacity.
Okay.
I'm afraid your order cannot be carried
Let's go to
out.
Yavin. Well, let's be a little bit aggressive now. It's just Radis? Okay. Sorry about that. I'll fix it. So we're gonna go up to medium, and we're gonna go to Yavin and see if we can take them out.
There's a message coming in from a planetary system.
On Calamari, let's see.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
So I wasn't really expecting the Empire to have huge... Here we go. Hey, battle at Yavin. Got
R2
all of our
indicates that a manufacturing
awesome
message
stuff.
has
What do
been
they have?
received.
They have a bunch of TIE interceptors. Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
So basically what I want is everyone to hunt the
Task
fighters,
Force 1
obviously.
acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 2 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 3 acknowledges mission
And I'm not going to
assignment.
give the fighters any orders until they get closer, because I essentially want them to stay in range of these so that we're easily picking them off. So now we'll pause it and we'll give the fighters orders. That
Red
extra
group
second
acknowledges mission
makes such a big
assignment.
difference, especially
Blue
if you're
group
playing against
acknowledges mission
multiplayer.
assignment.
If somebody starts
Green
sending their
group
fighters all the way
acknowledges mission
across
assignment.
the
Gold
map at
group
you without
acknowledges
support,
mission
just laugh,
assignment.
because you're going to be able to pick them off before they have any type of heavy support. It's almost like a stand down. Nobody wants to move first in those situations because you're at a disadvantage. See, now my ships are all in range of the fighters whenever I move up there, so they're constantly going to take laser fire. And the faster I take them out, the more fighters I'll have at the end.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
Much
Gold group
better.
reporting. Target destroyed. Gold group reporting. They're taking losses.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make this bigger so that you guys can
Green
see
group
it.
reporting. Target destroyed.
You can kind of see the
Blue group reporting.
TIE
Target
fighters
destroyed.
and all the X-Wings.
Red group Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting. They're taking losses.
So we are definitely losing fighters, but we knew we would.
Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed. Red Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting. They're taking losses. Blue Group reporting. Target destroyed. Red Group reporting.
All right,
Target
one more
destroyed.
set of interceptors.
Red Group
There it
reporting.
is.
Target destroyed. All Imperial ships have been destroyed.
All right, all Imperial ships have been destroyed. So that's the first time. Looks like we lost 4 squadrons of X-Wings, understandable, because we did go up against 15 squadrons of TIE Fighters. But we were victorious, so let's take a look at Yavin. Okay, so they haven't really done anything there. They are building that Imperial Star Destroyer, which is a problem for me, so let's see if we can take them out. Okay, so we did. We were able to get through the Gen Cores, and we did take out some of the Stormtrooper regiments, which is awesome. And in doing that, we've started an uprising. The Empire no longer has enough troops on the planet to hold the planet. So you can see that the world is in the state of uprising. Watch what happens whenever I do it again and take them off. Alliance ships have constructed an orbital strike on the Imperial system of Yavin. Yavin has now joined our cause, and look what it also did. It caused Balmoran to say, you know what? Sorry about this, Imperials, but I don't want to be a part of your cause anymore because I'm kind of concerned about your ability to win. And so they've declared themselves to be neutral. Gorman is in a state of uprising because most of their population has decided that they want to be rebel instead, and they didn't have a garrison here to handle that, so that's currently going like that. And everything else has topped off for us, so that was a really big deal. And also, as an added bonus, we were able to stop the production of that Imperial Star Destroyer, which is a pretty big deal. So we'll go ahead and rename that. Radis. Okay. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm having fun playing this. I absolutely love this game. So we have our rebels here. I don't know, should we press our luck and go for Coruscant? Probably not yet. We need to refill those fighters, so we'll bring over the fighters that we have left. I think we had some fighters at Bortress, right? No, but we do we do have facilities here, so we're gonna destination Yavin, and we're gonna build some Gen Cores, and we're gonna do it fast because we want to make sure that we keep this. I'm gonna put 3 there because they have a roaming death squad with that huge ship support thing that they have. I want to make sure that we keep it. So I'm going to leave my people in orbit until those Gen Cores are there, just so that we have some type of support over this planet, because we don't want to flip it right back to them. But the cool part is that I don't need to even have a garrison there to keep it, because they want to be rebel, which is a big deal. Okay, so Carlos Reichian is still recovering, so I could definitely use a general on this ship for ground assault. And we have both Dorja and Shinir Rix we've captured in our ships. Awesome. Guys, I feel like things are finally starting to turn here for us. This is a positive development. Let's go ahead and build 2 Gen Cores here. Alright, so we still have our Nebulon B frigates that are being developed out of Salonia. Now, it looks like the last shipyard's on its way, which is awesome. And that probably came from... is it Bortress? Yeah. I think Bortress is the one making that. So here we go. So Chazwa is currently idle. Last thing I'm going to do for it right now is have it destination Tund. I'm going to have it build advanced construction yards to fill the whole planet. 11 advanced construction yards. This will become our most important production facility. And then after that, I'm going to give the control of that to C-3PO and let him start seeding this, as we just continue to take as many planets as we can in the Outer Rim. I also kind of need to maybe put together a fleet out here at Avram, just like a single ship with an escort unit, and take it out here and grab maybe Endor. Maybe if we want to go all movie-like, send them to Endor. But no, maybe we should really put the Cloud City. Since the computer isn't like me, like I would check that because I would think that somebody would be all nostalgic. We should send our home to Bespin, and that way we can have Cloud City over Bespin, and maybe put a rebel base on Hoth, just because. Yeah, we're not really in a position. I get it. We're not in a position to build infrastructure yet. Okay, so we have Gen Core level 2 research now, so we're done with facility design. No further advances expected in facility research. Awesome. What's going on,
Our
Luke?
mission was successful.
Good job. Remember, he was like, maybe I think 121 was his diplomacy. Let's see what it is now. Just curious how he's growing. 126, so he keeps getting better. And then after this, we'll start sending him on missions to like Corify to find out what's going on there, so that we can counterattack them. Alright, so this cruiser will be here 641. And I need a name for that Moncal cruiser as well. Go ahead and think about that.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Right, Leia's almost got this completely.
There is a message from Princess Leia.
Oh, the Devastator's here. That's interesting.
Oh dear, R2 has a message
I wonder,
from one of our
Han and
planetary
Chewie, can
systems
they get there in
indicating
time?
that the Empire is blockading the planet.
You
See.
got it.
In general. Let's see if Han and Chewie can get there in time with the Falcon, because it only take them like a day probably to get there, and then they might even be able to destroy it. Fingers crossed. If they destroy the Devastator, that's a big deal.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Oh no, Chewbacca was captured.
That was just great.
The
Yeah.
Empire is bombarding one of our planets.
It was
you must
great.
help them.
Chewbacca got captured. The Devastator's still there. You know what? We'll send Han up again. Why not?
You got it.
Han can't get killed. Chewie can. His mission failed. Because they were gone. So we'll put him back on.
You
Terrace.
got it.
Alright, so, oh no, we lost Chewie. You vote moving the base to Hoth? Okay. Once I finish this sector, we'll send the next set of fleets out to that sector so that we can start getting robo bases out there. Yeah, before day 1000 I want to have it moved. Every 3 years I like to move the robo base. Sometimes sooner if I think that there's an issue. Alright, so
There is a message from Princess Leia.
we got information on Ordo. It also has a
There is
ton
a
of TIE
message from one
fighters.
of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace and has arrived at its destination. R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
And so Tyros is here. Dasucha. I take that one. I haven't found any neutral planets, which is surprising actually. Alright, so when Ando joined, Raltor joined as well. So I was telling you before, some of the other episodes, sometimes the planets are linked, and they'll do things if other people do. I don't think I have any diplomats here right now, though, unfortunately, to take advantage of the fact that Balmora is neutral, but we can actually get Balmora onto our side if we go up and take Gorman. So I'm just waiting for these to be done. Tell you what, let's take a calculated risk and go straight to Gorman. Might be able to flip the entire sector. Go ahead and do that.
We showed them.
Go do it, Luke. Shipyard, Idle, and Avram. We'll handle that in a second. Battle at Gorman. So here we are. We have all of our fighter squads, and we're just fighting a couple TIE bombers and TIE fighters. I'm just going to simulate that. Fingers crossed, I haven't saved it in a while. Actually, that just reminded me. I've been living dangerously. Save game. Save early, save often.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, so we're on Gorman, and as you can see, they just have a single troop, so if I do this and I target their military facilities,
R2 has
take
some
them
good
off.
news about support
Look at that,
for
Gorman
the
joins the Empire, or the Rebellion, and I didn't have to do anything. I just killed their troop, and now I'm gonna leave and go back to Yavin. And that makes them even more happy because I didn't put any ground garrisons there. And here you can see everybody else is 100% Rebel now. Coruscant joined, it looks like. Alright, so we're making some progress here now. And Balmora is even closer to joining us. So at this point, I mean, if we could take Yaga Minor willingly, be in good shape. Alright, so let's go ahead and take Paige and Makashar and do a mission to Coruscant. I really need to know what's going on there. So let's do espionage, because if they don't have a fleet here, like maybe they moved it off sector, because sometimes the Empire will do that if they're trying to have a if they're trying to conduct something in another fleet. Sometimes they'll move somebody off. Holy crap, that's how long it's going to take to build a bulk transport? "96 days? Alright. That'll allow us to get out to the Hoth system faster, so I'm going to build that there real quick. Alright, so Caprilli is ready. Let's go ahead and build 2 shipyards here, as was the plan. Alright, and Leia's up here. There's really nothing else Leia can do on this sector, so I'm going to take Han
You got it.
over to Leia, and then I'm going to take them both into the Kenyan sector and have them work in this dangerous sector, because we need to start getting a rebel foothold here. Even if we can only just shore up Kenyan and make it hard for them to hold it, and they have to expend resources to do it, that's good. And it also gives us a planet that when we have the fleet to come in that we can take first, that we know will flip to rebel, and then we'll have the same effect that we just got in the Siswana sector up here, where we're able to flip the popular support, which is important. And Han and Leia are important, but absolutely expendable. The only 2 people in the entire rebellion that we have to have are Mon Mothma and Luke. Everybody else don't care. And we can win without them. It's easier to have them, of course. Alright. Free Chewie? He's on a ship. I can't free Chewie. We'll never know where Chewie is unless they drop out of hyperspace. Chewie will actually escape at a certain random number that's assigned as soon as he's... Alright, so Salonia. Sweet, so Salonia has their 5. It looks like we have our Nebulon B frigates coming over here. Let's build some other stuff so we can do some just looking, Corellian gunships, on Cal cruisers. Let's go ahead and build some Corellian gunships. Let's look at what they are. Okay. It was designed to be 2 things: fast and deadly. Engines fill more than half the interior structure, while the external hull mounts a number of large turbo batteries, and quad cannons make it an ideal anti-starfighter platform. This is perfect because the Empire has a ton of starfighters that they're throwing at us. So we need to have even better anti-starfighter capacity. Over here we're still building these A-wing or X-wings. Let's see, how many do we have left? Okay, good. So I can fill up the Nebulon Bs with the X-wings when it comes in here. And then we can switch our production over to A-wings. And we'll have another little bit of support for the fleet. Let's go fast.
There is a message from Captain Solo.
Alright, so Solo's there. Good, so Solo can grab Leia, take her to Kenyan. We want that one to be at 100 first because it's most likely the one that's going to fall. So there they go. We're on their way. Oh, they're both going to do diplomacy together. Well, that should go really well. I didn't do that right. Oops. No big deal. Alright, so another planet up here, and finally we have our last planet at Yukio. Alright. I'm glad you guys are having fun with this. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's definitely different. It's not graphically intense, it's super micromanaging, but I love it. I don't know, I guess there's just something about the stuff you grow up with. Alright, so Biss has joined the enemy. It's a good thing we didn't send Leia there. And last chance we have is Carmath, but like I said, all we have to do is keep that system totally red, and when they take it, we'll have an easy way to reflip it. Alright, so here we are. Go ahead and grab that last planet. Excellent. So we've taken that entire sector. So now we have 3 outer rim sectors out of the 10? Something like that? 15, maybe? There's a lot. So 3 of the sectors are now completely rebel. We're going to take our fleet back to Tatooine and refill them on... Oh, here we go. We have Lando here. Lando's not a system, he's a man. Just kind of looking at these planets to see if any of them are worth sending Lando to oversee them. We can make him the administrator of that facility. No. None of these are really that important. Let's go ahead and send Lando into Talos, into the core. Yeah, because Lando was doing facility research. Afron was here because he was going to take command of one of those ships, but there aren't going to be any ships there, so he's a little disappointed, I'm sure. Alright, let's switch it over. Manufacturing idle shipyards. There we go. So Talos is ready for new orders. Let's go ahead and bring on the 2 X-Wings. I want them to build 4 A-Wings, and we will, whenever we get those done, we'll replace these so that we have A-Wings instead of the X-Wings. Great. Alright, new resources were discovered on Tund. Holy crap, Tund now has what? 14? That's insane. Okay, and they have a new ship. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start building some more really big ships. So we'll build, I don't know, 8. Can't build 8. 5 more Mon Cal cruisers, and that number will come down. The number of days it'll take to complete it as more shipyards show up. So that's a long-term investment. And then I think we're good after that. So we'll allow him to manage production, provided that he doesn't change it. I don't think he changes existing things that you do, so that's good. So I'll let him handle the rest. Alright, sweet. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. Let's get back over to idle construction yards, because, well, I guess there won't be any, because he's going to be handling that. So we'll just look at idle training, idle shipyards, and make sure everything else is good. Look at that, those Corellian corvettes are building really fast. Or Corellian gunships, we'll go ahead and move them over, so that they're all part of this. Nice. Could you put Luke in a fleet? He was rogue leader in both canon and legends. I could, but he's way, way more important doing other things. So let's go ahead and put him in a mission. Let's do some espionage with Luke. I kind of want him to get captured, actually. Because one, he will get away. That's not a problem. Eventually he'll get away. And it makes him way stronger, too. If he learns his heritage from Darth Vader. A-Wing squadrons are deployed. I like to see that. Alright, so these A-Wings that are at Mantessa, I'm going to take them all, and I'm going to move them to Talos. Control A? Shift, I guess, is what they want us to use, yeah. I swear that this used to respond to the control commands for grabbing all of them, but we were wrong. Alright, there we go. So all those fighters are on their way. So we'll make that our second point of contention. So we'll pretty much have a two-prong attack. Eventually what I want to do is I want to be attacking the Empire from the Siswana and the Corellian sector, as well as bringing up new fleets from this way, and pretty much taking the core from both sides so that they can't rest and have to fight me on all fronts. That's the only way we're going to win this. Alright, so what's going on at Kenyan? Oh, wow. We got a bunch of A-Wings, we've got a bunch of X-Wings. You know what we need? It sounds to me like, well, we could use a Mon Calamari cruiser, but I think that we need 3 Alliance carriers so that we can put all those birds in the sky. Alright, perfect. Go ahead and do that. Han and Leia should be there by now, and they are. Looks like they're doing a bang-up job at it, too. Good job. Alright, we're still building that bulk cruiser over at Avram, which is also what the wild card was.
I am growing stronger with the Force.
Every time Luke fails a mission, and this is why you don't put him into a fleet, he gets stronger. So, you know, his espionage rating is up to 90. See what happens whenever I do it again in case he fails. Okay, shipyard idle on Katerras.
R2 indicates that a
mission
manufacturing
was
message has been
successful.
received.
Oh, good job, Han. Okay, so we have a CC-700 frigate. So check this out. This is a Rebel interdictor cruiser. It's a platform for a gravity well projector. So now I can capture the Empire into engagements that they don't want, which is good and bad. I can see a lot of ways that would be not a great thing for us. Build 2 of these, and that pretty much caps us. So I can't do anything else right now until we get some more mines and refineries, which 3PO is working on. So we'll go ahead and go fast. Alright, so Luke's force growth.
I am growing stronger with the Force.
You can see his espionage went up to 91, so if you just keep doing this back and forth, you can make him really, really strong. And there are cheating methods where people with Jedi with like 500 and 600 skills, because they'll pretty much go over a planet that's impossible to sabotage something, and they'll send them out on it over and over and over again, and every time they fail, they get a point. So, I mean, like, I've read all of the cheats, and I don't really like them.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Yeah, when Akbar's done researching ships, he'll
message from
definitely go
Master
out there.
Luke.
He's way more important right now. Doing that.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Right. Almost
R2
done.
indicates that a manufacturing
no,
message
not
has
really.
been received.
Not even close to done. That's the fun part about this. It keeps going on. Mon Calamari Cruiser 3. I need a name, guys. Go ahead and vote for me. I was thinking about calling it Free Chewy because I saw that name that was put up there, but no. Go ahead and give me a name in the comments. Water. Life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Was that from King's Quest 5 or something like that? Favorite. Alright, so we have some more X-Wings that we can take. I'm leaving them a little defenseless, but I'm okay with that. Hey, Reikian is okay now, so let's go ahead and bring him over onto the Phoenix Nest. And Paige, we'll bring him too, and these gorillas. And the reason that we're doing that is because if I am over a planet that we've taken from, or we've won the space battle, and I need to sabotage something, I can send him down to do it. Which is why we want them. So we'll go ahead and do that. Awesome. If you could delete all your conversations in the Discord. Are you leaving us, John? I would be sad to see you go, but I totally understand that people's interests change. The Resolute. Okay, that's a good name. So go ahead and send Leia to Carmath.
You know what you're doing.
Make Han a general here for now. And we'll just let that play out there. Okay, so Battlefront is under blockade. Not great. Where is Battlefront? I don't even know. I'm looking for it, I don't see it. Oh, it's right here. Okay, wow, so they have 1, 2, 3, 5. They have 6 Victory Star Destroyers, a Carrack Light Cruiser, and 2 Imperial Star Destroyers. Holy crap! I'm gonna get destroyed, man. I shouldn't be even close to doing as well as I am. Like, no amount of Gen Cores is gonna stop that amount of ships. So we're totally kind of screwed. And now we're negative 74 on our maintenance points because they just took a planet from us that we were counting on. Alright, well, I'm glad you're staying. Let me take a look. Okay, so we're going to rename this one the Resolute while we're waiting for those. Okay. Awesome. So we have these. I think we should go for holy shit. Yeah, we should go for Coruscant before all these get there. Because if I can get there with only two Star Destroyers I think would be good. Let's go ahead and do it, guys. Rykian's not here yet. That's okay. He can meet us at Coruscant. All hands to Coruscant. We're going to have a battle. And if it goes poorly, I'm going to blame Jordan. It's totally his fault. So let's go ahead. On to Coruscant. Let's see if we can have fun with this.
R2 has a message from one of our field
Battle of
personnel.
Coruscant. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so we have our ships, which we happen to know exactly what they are. We have their ships, which we happen to know that there's a lot of them. Okay, there's a lot more here than I thought. Oh my god. Our intel was very, very poor. Look at that. I'm gonna take command because we're gonna leave immediately. But yeah, so
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
this is like the way that Endor should have gone. This would have been an absolute slaughter if I believed my intel to be up to date. Holy crap, look at all this. Okay, so we're gonna withdraw.
All units reporting in. The fleet is preparing to make the jump into hyperspace.
Alright guys, get out of here. Go. Go. We're gonna take some losses from this too. Look at all these TIE fighters on an intercept route. We're definitely gonna lose some ships. Holy crap, we're getting destroyed. Oh, we're gonna get destroyed. Come on, make the jump! We have an admiral here, so it should go faster. We have a commander. There we go. We made it. I don't even think they got a shot off.
The fleet is jumping into hyperspace. The withdrawal is complete.
I could have, but I actually wanted to see the visual representation of what we were facing. So, yeah, that was pretty scary. But the cool part is that they can't actually move that fleet off Coruscant. They'll take bits and pieces off of it, but if they ever take them all off Coruscant, then they'll be in trouble. So let's see what's going on Draw. Okay, so we know that they're building a Carrack-light cruiser there. And they have war droids. What's going on in Ordo? They're building advanced construction yards. And they have like 12 fighters. So I have to say the computer plays incredibly well. It is disappointing sometimes how well the computer plays. Seriously. It's also really hard to beat them. Oh, I thought I moved these guys. Crap. Come back to Mantessa quick so we can get that and move out to the Quelli, or no, the Churba system. Looks like we ended up coming back here to Avram, which is fine. We probably picked up Rykian, not yet. We'll go back to Yavina. Yavina. Okay, Yavina's capped. We'll go to Gorman. Okay, good. Go ahead and go fast.
R2 indicates that a
Mine deployed at
manufacturing
Coruscant.
message has
It's
been
not quite
received.
enough. We're definitely going to get some maintenance things blown up.
That was a mess.
Keep going, Leia. I believe in you. Ugh. Lost a Gen Core because of a maintenance shortage. Okay. Iridia joins the enemy. It's all not great right now. Advanced shipyard deployed a ton. That's a big deal. Okay, Yavina.
R2 has a message from one of our
Looks
field
like
personnel.
they're gonna counterattack us. The
Oh
Medusa,
dear.
the Gorgon,
R2
the
has a
Master.
message from one of our planetary systems, indicating that the
A
Empire
lot.
is blockading the planet.
Yeah, they learned from this. You can see that they now have their Lancer frigates. I don't think we can win this, guys. We do have we do have 4 Mon Cal cruisers though. And a lot of X-wings. You know what? We're gonna take command because I think we can. Maybe we can win this. I think I'm really overselling.
The fleet is ready, Admiral.
Holy
What are your
shit!
orders?
It looks way worse in person. 2 Imperial Star Destroyers, 2 victories, all these support ships. Gosh. Here, because I just wanted to. I thought we could fight this, but man, whenever I don't see it in a list form and I actually see it, this fleet is terrible. Oh, let's go ahead and just get the immediate result. Okay, so we withdrew. Hopefully we didn't get hurt that much. Oh, everything got pounded. Everything got destroyed. Are you kidding me? You guys didn't retreat? You fought? Well, please tell me that you took out some of them. Okay, so we took out almost all of their fighters. We did some damage to the Oppressor, the Exterminator, the Plunderer. Alright, this is good. Okay, I can handle that.
Oh,
Not what I wanted.
Imperial troops are assaulting one of our planets.
Yavina's being assaulted,
R2 indicates that a
and they left.
manufacturing message
They
has
weren't
been
able to
received.
take Yavina. Holy crap.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
That was pretty terrible. It's fun so far. I've only watched one episode, John. I'd like to watch more. Shipyard idle on Podaris. Okay, so now we finally have the ability to build some more ships. I have a little bit of fleet power left, so let's go ahead first and build. We're gonna need a lot of Alliance. We'll build 2 Alliance escort carriers over here, and then I'm gonna fill them up with X-wings. And over here, I'm gonna build. I don't know if I have. Yeah. Build one of these. Okay, so essentially what I'm doing is piecing together. Come on in here, hon, and give me a kiss before you leave. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try to piece together some hidden run tactics, because I can't face their main Imperial fleets yet. I'm not strong enough. My plan hasn't really developed yet in the Outer Rim and everything else that I want to do. So what I need to do is stay away from their main fleets, hit their facilities where I can. We're going to have to go guerrilla style here and try to destroy their production facilities while avoiding their main fleets. I don't see any other way that we can win this. I'm certainly open for any type of... give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm trying to pull everything back up because my wife sent me a message. I had to double check it. Hey, what's up, Chandler? Good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I love making videos for you guys. Thank you. Alright. How powerful is a Rebel Fleet Regiment as well as an Army Regiment? They all have different values. If you go to Star Wars or swrebellion.com, you can take a look at all the cards, Jordan, and it'll give you their figures so that you can look at that. I'm not going to do that right now just because I don't think it'll be exciting. Okay, so we have Wedge over here. I can't wait to make him a commander just for the awesome part of that. Let's see, we're gonna take the fleet, which is pretty hurt right now. We lost all of our stuff. We're gonna take them to
May I
Avram.
remind you that no messages may be sent to units in hyperspace. I'm afraid you'll have to wait
I
until
thought-
those units arrive at their destination.
Maybe I'm wrong. I swear I thought I sent all of those. No, I sent them. Okay, that makes sense. I sent them down to Talos. I know I had all these A-wings. Alright, so we're gonna send them over there, and then I'm gonna send all of these guys back up to reinforce. So even though we lost all our fighters, and that's horrible, of course, I think that refilling them with A-wings is going to be a huge deal, because now we're going to have a combat superiority against the Empire. They can have their squints, the TIE Interceptors. These are still significantly more powerful. Let's not do. Go ahead and move those over to Avram. The rest of these, move these two. There we go. Everything else that's coming in can stay where it is. That way we still have fighters on Talos, and when we get to Avram, they'll get here, and we'll be able to rearm the fleet. Awesome. So, yeah, we took a couple hits, and you know we're hurt a little bit, but it wasn't a knockout blow.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Can't really do anything with the shipyards right
There
now.
is a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace and has arrived at its destination.
All right, so Carmath joined. That's a big deal.
has a
So we got
message from
their
one of our
maintenance
field
points.
personnel.
Okay, Leia, stay on it and keep
There is a
them
message from Princess Leia.
going up. That'll be a really great thing.
R2 has some good news about support for the Alliance. R2 has a message from one of our
Assault
field
frigate
personnel.
research complete. This is when we start to turn the tide. At this point, we start to get some ships that are on par with the Empire. So instead of having to run in equal engagements, we'll start to win those. So you can see here we have the assault frigate. And this is what it looks like. And you can see down here. The assault frigate is one of the Rebel Alliance's main frontline warships. Built using the framework of the Old Republic dreadnoughts, the Alliance engineers created a ship with greater speed and maneuverability, but while still retaining the dreadnought's weapon complement. Nice. So we're able to use this in mass to have some, you know, throwaway defensive ships for our bigger capital ships that are to come. So that's really good to see. Alright, so Rebel 1 needs to go to Avram, which I thought I already told them to do, but I guess I didn't. Alright. Good stuff. So now we have enough facilities to start building again. We'll go ahead and build... Yes, we'll build an interdictor over here, just because we can add that to a fleet later. It's like, sometimes I wish I didn't have the interdictor, I could turn it off, like you can in Empire at War. Because there'll be times where, like, the computer thinks it's not going to win, but I know that if we play it out, it'll probably win, or at least hurt me enough that I don't want to have the battle. But I don't want to retreat, but I knew if they can, they would. So it's kind of like crap. You know, I wish I could not have that interdictor sometimes, but... Right, here they are. So, okay, so this is really big for us. We just found out that the Empire has all of their hurt Star Destroyers over here on Yaga Minor, trying to be repaired. Where do we have some personnel? Okay, Talon Karrde, I don't think he has... No, he doesn't have combat or anything, but he does have diplomacy. I didn't know that. But I should have known that because, I mean, he's this silver-tongued devil. Right? Send them over there. Do we have anyone at Avram? What's Nara's status look like? He really sucks. How about her? Not much better. Okay. Alright, when our fleet gets here, we'll see if Paige and someone else can go up there and sabotage some ships. That'd be great. Okay. Battle with Talus.
There is a message from Princess Leia.
I just moved out all those A-Wings, but we still have a bunch. Like the Imperials did their homework, though. They have a good amount left. You know, this is close. I think we might win this. Let's go ahead and really take command here. Because our A-Wings are going to be superior to anything that they have.
Fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
And if I put all of my power against the ruler, they're not going to want to lose a capital ship, so they might withdraw. Okay. Go ahead and do that. So first, we're going to give the Nebulon Bees orders to take the fighters.
Task Force 1 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 2 acknowledges mission assignment.
I'm going to send them at the fighters now.
Acknowledges mission assignment.
Little different. The A-Wings are a lot faster than the X-Wings are, and the TIE Fighters, since they have to start in the bay, they have to come out and kind of get organized until they're ready to fight. So if I send my A-Wings in there, they can actually pick off the TIE Fighters before they're even ready to engage. And they're fast enough that they should avoid most of this, so I think it's a good
Green Group acknowledges
strategy
mission
for this
assignment.
part. We definitely need Y-Wings and B-Wings as bombers, but we need a lot of things. We'll give it. Okay, so you can see that the TIE Fighters are coming out, and they're just kind of coming around here and trying to group up before they're ready to do any type of movement. And because of that, they're ready to be attacked. And so I'm coming in with my stuff to take them out. There we are. And my ships have moved up too to provide support. Take them out fast.
Target destroyed.
That's good, and these ships will start to...
Target destroyed. Green Group reporting. They're taking losses. Red Group reporting. Target destroyed. Green Group reporting. Target destroyed. Red Group reporting. Target destroyed.
Alright, so there's more TIE Fighters up here they're going to take on.
Red Group reporting. Target destroyed. Green Group reporting. They're taking losses. losses. Green group reporting. Target destroyed.
Okay, 3 squadrons left.
Target destroyed. Green group reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 1 acknowledged. Engaging target. Task Force 2 acknowledged. Engaging target. Green group reporting.
Alright, so giving them orders immediately to start attacking the Star Destroyers.
Green group acknowledged.
And we'll see if we can hurt them. So basically, if we go for the highest value target, there's a good chance that they won't want to lose that ship, and they'll consider withdrawing from combat. Because if they lose a capital ship, it's actually a really big deal in the sector. Yep, look at that. Ooh, boom! And we also smacked it a good bit too. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're gonna win.
The
Superior
Imperial fleet's
tactics.
withdrawing. We've won.
What's up, Hunter Cyborg? Good to see you. Yeah. How can I forget that name? All right. Me either, John. Me either. Okay, so we had no casualties. The gunships took a good bit of hits, but that's expected. We lost only 2 A-wings. We destroyed all of their fighters. And we smashed the ruler pretty good. So we did pretty good. Alright. Not bad. Alright, guys. So that worked out pretty well. I'm kind of satisfied with that. I didn't expect us to defend that well. Let's go ahead and see. What do we have at Salonia? We don't have anything. But we do have these, and just for you, Jordan, I'm going to go ahead and Destination Fleet 18, and I'm going to build some B-Wings. Now that we have B-Wings, we wouldn't build Y-Wings. You don't go backwards. There's really no reason to build X-Wings anymore either. I mean, X-Wings are kind of a multi-purpose rule, but even still. The A-Wings are better at almost everything, and if you have a diversified fleet with the B-Wings, you're just going to pretty much build both of them together. Because the X-Wings don't get an upgrade like they did in the movies, so they're always just going to be what they are. Alright, so in Talos we're doing that, so we're going to go ahead and fill that, and that'll be great. I'll tell you what, to make sure that we have security for those, let's bring them over here in case they get some interdictors. I don't want to lose it. And I feel that, like, our current setup here does pretty well with defending. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. Go fast. And as the X-Wings get destroyed, we'll replace them with A-Wings. We wouldn't destroy any of them just to do it. Capital ship repaired. Alright, so they're getting repaired pretty quickly. Leia's mission almost finished.
There is a message from maintenance that needs your immediate attention.
Oh no. Saboteurs strike at router.
R2 indicates that the manufacturing
Made me think of
message has
Boris,
been
who's over
received.
here doing nothing. Borsk, I don't know how to
R2
say his
says
name.
one of our agents
Send
is
them over to
reporting
Polani.
in.
Try to get that. I think that's the last neutral planet. Where's Luke? He's down here. How you doing, Luke? Okay. Let's go ahead and send you up to Exoqueen. Forgot there was still a planet there.
I'm on my way.
So he'll handle that down there. So this is good. How are we doing? Okay. We built this, and we have a lot of extra. Let's go ahead and start pumping out assault frigates. Build 3 assault frigates. Go fast.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Shipyard, Ida 1, Chalice.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel. There is a
Alright, so
message
they're
from
all
Princess
here.
Leia.
Let's go ahead and, well, Talus can't really build anything big. How long will it take it? It'll take it forever to build an assault frigate. Just looking at what's possible. I guess they could build more. It feels like such a waste for them to build Corellian corvettes, but there's not a whole lot else that they can do. With only 1 shipyard, I mean, it's almost better to delete the shipyard, honestly. Okay. And the other thing is that we had our ship, so it's finally here. So our transports at Mantessa can load up on personnel. Perfect. We don't need any garrisons here, so let's get all 10 filled up from the various... There he is, Crix Madine. We're going to take Crix, too, so that we have a command character wherever we go.
Unfortunately, that fleet does not have sufficient capacity to hold all of those
Okay,
units.
so there we are. So as soon as they show up here, which will be, it looks like day 781, so 5 days from now, we'll take them out to the Churba sector, and we'll start colonizing Hoth and Bespin to prepare to move our people over. Let's strike a Corellia at Car.
Message has been received.
It doesn't work like that, Jared.
Oh dear.
You can't send an
R2
army
has a
in.
message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Okay, so they took control of Vagran. It's not great, but we had Luke off of that planet, so Luke almost got captured, or potentially captured. This gives me some intel. So they have 18 fighters. Or 6 Victory Star Destroyers. And a couple support ships. They don't have any Imperial Star Destroyers. I'm tempted to go up to Drawl real quick. We have enough B-Wings? We have a couple B-Wings. Alright guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something daring. Let's go ahead and take Lando. Lando, we're gonna make you in charge of this. We'll make you Admiral Calrissian. Don't fail me, Admiral. Okay. Not bad. His combat rating's decent. Barm Bel Ilbis, we're gonna make you a Admiral. Okay, well, actually that's better, because your combat rating is even better than Lando's. Lando, we'll make you a commander. We're gonna go up and we're gonna attack Drawl, and we're gonna see if we can flip it back to our side. So we know that their fleet is down on Vagrant, so we're gonna have at least a window of opportunity to do this. This is gonna be those hidden run tactics that we talked about, guys. It's gonna be super, super important. Alright, so here we are. We're back at Avram. Let's go ahead and refill that fleet. So we're gonna pull all of these guys into Rebel 1 fleet as it repairs. Alright, so they're all going to start in space, which is a big deal. Go ahead and take a look at this so we can find out where all of the... Okay, so we have room for 1 more A-Wing here, and then 3 more here. So I can get 4 more A-Wings, but maybe we'll just make that with B-Wings. So we'll go ahead up here and we'll build 4 B-Wings. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, but then we'll have them do a destination directly into there.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Awesome. Very good. Hey, what's up, Rick? Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you too. Did we get the people that we needed here? Are they here? Okay, Crix Madine will make you general. It's fine. Good to go. Let's go to the Churba sector. We'll send you to Hoth as our forward boarding party to see if that's an appropriate place for us to have a base. And then we'll move the Rebel headquarters ASAP. Alright, fingers crossed, guys. This is a bold strategy, COD, and we'll see how it pays off. Okay, battle with Drawl. So what do they have? This is us. This is them. They have a whole bunch of TIE interceptors, and they have that hurt transport. This is perfect. Let's take command. We can do this. Okay, since we have a good number of ships.
What are your orders?
Okay, first of all, let's just have everybody go straight for the ships. I think that they're going to withdraw.
Mission assignment.
Should be
Task Force
great.
2 acknowledges mission assignment. Red Group acknowledges mission assignment. Gold Group acknowledges mission assignment.
Yeah, I totally think they're going to turn around and run. But we'll see. See, Lando, look at the bonus in speed because Lando's their commander. Oh, they're going to fight! That's great. That's really good. They have a numbers advantage right now.
Losses. Red Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting. They're taking losses.
Oh, wow. We're not doing as well as I thought we were. It's kind of hard to see those TIE fighters
Gold
sometimes.
group reporting. They're taking losses.
Yeah, our fighters are getting destroyed.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
Here we go.
Red group reporting. They're taking losses. Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
We only have 2 X-Wings left. We didn't have nearly enough fighters
Red
for
group
this.
reporting. They're taking losses.
But that's okay, because I think our Corellian gunboats are pretty good at this.
Red group reporting. They're taking losses.
Okay, so we're completely out of...
Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed.
we're out of those ships, but if we keep it up, once we take down their fighters, they're going to be screwed. I don't know if we'll have enough to do it. We should,
Task Force 2
because these are
reporting.
really good against
Target
fighters.
destroyed.
There we go.
Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed.
And of course, they're trying to take out the one that Lando's on, of course.
Task Force 1 reporting. Target destroyed.
Okay, they're down to 5 squadrons left. Thankfully, the interceptors only have concussion missiles, so they're not as deadly as the X-Wings with their proton torpedoes, or a bomber would be. But they do have to handle all of the firepower from the roller, which is a problem. Alright, so we're pretty close now to getting another one out. There we go. They're down to 3. Alright, keep it up, guys. There we go. 1 squadron left.
Task Force 1 reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 1 acknowledged.
Alright, everyone attack the ruler.
Task Force 2
Let's do this.
Engaging target.
If we can do it. There we go, because they're already hurt. So putting all of our fighter on them. Okay, they're going to try to withdraw. I wish we had a tractor beam. I don't think we have anything that's strong enough to tractor them in place. Fortunately. We did lose all our fighters, but I think it was worth it. Look at this. We've kicked them off the planet. We might be able to flip it back over to Rebel, at least temporarily, because they're going to come back in and try and totally destroy us. But it's going to help us in the sector. Come on, guys, fire! All right, not bad. The B-wing doesn't fight well in dogfights, but
The Imperial
they
fleet is
do
withdrawing.
shoot at them, I
We've
believe.
won.
Okay. Alright, so not bad. So we were able to do all of that. Let's see, very slow.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been
Ugh.
received.
Jaw's got gen cores, we can't take that out. I can try. If the, when the Rebels, or when the Imperials show up, we have to run. But let's see if I can take this out. I have to take out the Alan R series first. I didn't realize that Bell Elbis is such a badass. Go medium.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
There you go. They got it. Send them to do the gen
R2 has a
core.
message indicating that one of our ships has completed all repairs and is now fully operational.
Good luck. Fingers crossed. Nope, we got foiled.
R2 says there's a message coming in from a planetary system. R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so we're sending them in there. Lando's gonna run interference.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
We knew that they were gonna attack. It was gonna take only a
R2
second.
has a message from one of our
See, did
field
was
personnel.
it successful? No, it wasn't. We didn't get it in time.
R2 indicates that
Alright,
a manufacturing
we're gonna have to leave.
message has been
Retreat.
received.
So we
R2
did what we
says one
wanted
of
to.
our
We
agents is
harassed them.
reporting in.
If they didn't have such a good infrastructure, we might have been able to take the planet. It's a missed opportunity, but it's something that we can resolve for next time.
There is a message from Master Luke.
Okay, Luke's still up here at Exel
There
Queen,
is a
so we'll
message
keep an
from
eye on him.
maintenance that needs your immediate attention. There is a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace and has arrived at its destination.
So Avram is still getting repairs over here. Let's see, did that final... Oh, guys, we've got 2 Mon Cal cruisers that I need a name for. So go ahead and let me know. Hey, what's up, Red November? Good to see you. So I need a name for this Mon Cal cruiser. I'm going to put forward the one Freedom. So that's going to be the cruiser Freedom, and I'll let you guys choose this one. So Mon Calamari Cruiser 5. Go ahead and give me a name, please. And then hopefully we can resume taking the fight back to the Empire. Talon Karrde is very close to pulling Balmora over to our side, which is a big deal. Here at Gorman, I want to take this bulk transport. Oh, they can take 6? No idea. Take this bulk transport. Maybe a couple from Coruscant, too. There we go. And send it out to the modal sector. Sending it to Endor. Endurance, Redeemer, Starlighter, Redemption. I like Redemption. I think we're going to go with Redemption. Oh, those are for Nebulon Bees. Okay. I don't want to name Nebulon Bees. We're going to only name capital ships and the escort carriers. Defiance. Alright. Alright, so we have the Freedom and the Defiance. Good to go. Right. So I'm personally pretty pleased with that. Thank you so much for sponsoring, Rick. That's a huge deal. Unfortunately, Lord Vader isn't going to pop up on this one because I have to record Rebellion in a different thing. But let me see if I can get over there in time, maybe. If I get over to the scene in time, it'll happen. I don't know if it did it yet. It's some of my favorite. I think we'll definitely hear it. Just make sure that my notifications are on. Yeah, okay. So here it is.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy.
Thank you so much, Rick. That's a huge deal. So thanks for becoming a sponsor. For $4.99 a month, you too can become a sponsor. It helps me out with my live streams. You also get access to all of our cool emotes that only sponsors have, not even moderators. So you can go in here and do fun things like this. 1 second while I get that up. So we have 2 specific emotes that are for sponsors only. When we get 15 sponsors, I'll be able to add the Rebel Alliance symbol as well. So that'll be awesome. Thank you so much, Rick. That's really, really helpful. Okay, so let's see. So we have the Radis, the Resolute, Home 1, Freedom, and Defiance. Phoenix next, the Quasar. I get that, Jordan. It's just that we're going to build so many of them. Well, I mean, what the hell? That's fine. Let's go ahead and rename them, as you wish. Endurance. And Redeemer. See, the Nebulons are not really capital ships in that sense. They're escorts. So I don't consider them capital ships. I consider the bigger ships to be capital ships. But I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's use these... let's go ahead and use these names for the Alliance escort carriers. So give me 2 names for those. We already are using the Phoenix Nest and the Quasar, so it's up to you guys to come up with something else. Shipyard, I don't want Mantessa.
Imperial troops are assaulting one of our planets.
Oh no! The Imperials have taken Salonia. Those dicks. Alright. This is good. We know where they are. They're over here. And they have a huge, huge fleet over there. So, and they've taken all of our people. They've taken my shipyards. It's just not nice. They're not playing fair. Yeah, I don't really know if there's a way out. Let's control. Okay, so we put all these guys on Talus. I'll tell you what, I think what we need to do is bring the fleet at Avram down, merge it into the fleet at Talus, and see if we can flip that system. That's probably the only thing that we can't do. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll bring Rebel 1 down. Their status is day 336, so about a month later. We're going to put them together, and we're going to have a battle, and we're going to see if we can take the Corellian sector. I think that's safer for us anyway. They think they are, but I'm willing to respond to that. So Balmora just joined. That's a big deal. So they're muscling me out of the sector, but I'm using diplomacy to win this sector. So we'll use Talon Karrde to take this up to full, and then we'll send them to Gorman as well. The only thing I can't take is Coruscant, because it's just too heavily defended for now. And Yaga Minor is a major target, so we'll work on that. Alright, so we have another shipyard that's idle here. Let's see, what did we build? We built some Alliance escort carriers. Let's go ahead and fill it up with B-Wings. That's one thing that we don't have enough of. So that'll take 36 days. And we'll have some B-Wing supports, then I'll make 2 more Alliance escort carriers, and we'll fill them up with A-Wings. And then we'll start building some capital ships with it. So we'll have a huge fighter escort to take out all those support ships that the Empire has. And I think we'll finally start to have some fleets that can go at them. Mothma's Hand and the Valor. Okay, those are good names. Thank you, Mike.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
So first of all, thank you guys for watching this. This has been a major success. I didn't know how anyone was going to respond to it. I like to pre-record these just so I have content ready to go, but I prefer live streams because I like talking to you directly. I think it's more fun.
There is a message from one
Alright, battle at Talos. Did we get here? I don't think we got here in time.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, we're gonna retreat from that for now.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message.
They're gonna take us back to Swivern, which is okay.
There is a message from maintenance that needs your immediate attention.
And then these guys just came in.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
And even though I think maybe we'd have a chance at winning this, I'm also going to retreat to Exoqueen. Okay. So Luke just got Exoqueen for us.
There is a message from Captain
So then we'll bring this fleet back from Exoqueen.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems, indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet. There is a message from Master Luke.
Alright, that way we can combine those fleets. Thank you, Astar. I am working on resource production. Actually, 3PO is the one that's handling that. Now you can see that he's building mines and refineries. I gave him complete control of that. So that will help us make it much faster. Let's see, we've got a ton of X-Wings here and A-Wings, so let's go ahead and build some more Alliance escort carriers. Build 2 of those up here. And then we can get all those birds in the air. So there's 12 here. I think we clearly have 12 because there's 9 there. 12, 15, 18. Yeah, so we need 3 of those. Alright, so build 3 of those and we can add them in. So basically, I have the production facilities now to build stuff. They're just kind of spread out all over the galaxy. So it might even make sense in a way to retreat and make our efforts start here where we're able to have a better supply line, because you think about this, we're sending our supply lines across the galaxies, and that's one of the things that, like, anytime you have an actual warfare situation, one of the things generals are always looking at are what do your supply lines look like, because if you can't get supplies to your troops in the field, you're going to end up losing. That's true of all warfare. So here, okay, so we're already at Exoqueen. Do they have a shipyard? They don't. Okay, so we're not gonna repair very quickly there. Let's see, does Swivern have it? It does not. When are they gonna be there? 8:52. So 7 days, and then I'll send them back. It might actually be worth it just to keep them.
Manufacturing message has been received.
At a facility.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
All right, so we'll go ahead and bring them in.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary
Borman
systems
is getting bombed by the
Empire is
Empire,
blockading the planet.
but they still can't take it without putting troops on the ground.
Luke.
Alright, so Luke's doing really well at Exoqueen. We're going to put him in charge of this fleet as Commander Skywalker. Because you can see his combat rating is just insane. His diplomacy rating is going up through the roof, so him in charge of those fighters is going to be a big deal. Alright, Alright, so at this point we're just waiting for that, and then we can reassign our admirals based on who's the best for the job. And we'll definitely make Luke the commander, and we'll have some other people to do some
R2 has
diplomacy.
a message from one of our field
Okay,
personnel.
so Endor, we finally have a use for Mon Mothma.
There is a message from one of our fleets.
Send her to
indicating
Endor.
it has dropped
And the
out
good
of
thing about
hyperspace
that
and has arrived at its destination.
is that while she's on her way over
There
there,
is a message from Master Luke.
she can't be captured. That's really good information.
R2 says there's a message coming in from a planetary system. R2 indicates that a manufacturing
Okay,
message
so
has
we were
been
going
received.
really fast and we missed a lot of stuff. My bad, I didn't think we were on that fast. So we learned more about Halloween. It looks like they mostly support us. They have some construction facilities. Empire has some ships there. Alright, so we're over here. We have a ton of ships. Alright, so I think for Garb Al Bilbis, their leadership rating is what matters for an admiral. So Lando's actually better in that term. But she's better than everyone, so that's fine. He can be the general for all I care, because he only has that role available to him. And actually, Snub should be the admiral. He's got the highest leadership ranking, so we'll do that. And then we'll have Luke aboard his mission and bring him on here. And Luke is going to become our commander, so he'll be Commander Skywalker. And here you can see he'll go off his combat rating for the fighters. All right, I think we're ready to counterattack the Imperial. So let's go to Drawl and see if we can't take it. I really want Drawl because it's a major production facility for them now. Emergent Destiny, I like that. What's up, Heil Hooter? I like it. All right, nice name. Let's see. Weakest defended Imperial planet with the smallest garrison. I don't know. I don't do nearly as much espionage missions as I guess I should. So I can't answer that, but I know that we're going to Drawl. And quickly. Alright, so this is good. So we found another planet. Send them over to Basilisk. So I can take Grayson to Angie and try to get that taken care of. Looks like our transports are still on their way to Hoth. They haven't made it there quite yet. We're coming up on that 1,000 days where I like to move my fleet, so we're gonna have to do that pretty soon. Alright. Let's go ahead and have the... Actually, before we do this, we know we're about to get into battle, and I haven't saved it in forever. I would scream, I would cry, you guys would be sad. So we'll go ahead and save it. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Shipyard idle on Kinian. Alright. Battle with Drawl.
There is a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace.
They have one TIE defender.
And has arrived at its destination.
I think we can totally simulate that. That's fine.
R2 says that research and development is transmitting a message.
Okay. So they have 2 Gen cores. Let's take Commander Skywalker and Paige, and let's go down and sabotage this.
I'm on my way.
I don't see that any future Jedi were discovered, unfortunately. I was really hoping that we would... Oh, here we go. So Liberator Cruiser. Did you see that? Liberator Cruiser research is complete. This thing is actually pretty badass. This is a Star Destroyer, essentially, for the Rebellion. It can carry 3 troop regiments and 6 fighter squadrons, which is kind of the exact same thing as the Imperial Star Destroyer. For a capital ship, the Liberator is diminutive of size, but still finds room to host a formidable weapons complement consisting of ion cannons and heavy turbo laser batteries, utilizing state-of-the-art hull armor, new shielding and drive technology. The Liberator is one of the most advanced warships in the galaxy, so we're going to start making those. That's basically our Rebel Star Destroyer, essentially. It's going to be a big deal.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
So Luke has... come through for
R2
us.
has a message from one of our field personnel.
And now we'll do this.
You got it.
There is a message from Master Luke.
Our mission was successful.
Thank you, Luke.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Viridian was captured at Kinian, that's good.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
And it's rolling right now. Are we gonna get it? We got it.
There is a message from Master Luke.
Alright, we'll make him commander again, in case they show up here so that we're ready to defend. There are some war droids on the surface, so we'll go ahead and blow them off of there.
R2 says one of our agents
And
is
thankfully we
reporting
missed
in.
all of the shipyards. So as you can see, that fully pushed everyone towards us. If they didn't like us before, they like us at least a little bit now. And the Empire has a problem, because we're going to switch back everything here. Alright, now this is perfect. I'm actually going to leave us over Drawl, because Drawl has these shipyard facilities that will help us to fully repair all of our capital ships. And also, I can reinforce these with some B-Wings. So let's go ahead and build some B-Wings. Fill up the rest of the fleet. Alright, so then we're going to have a ton of A-Wings and a good number of B-Wings. And some X-Wings. So that'll allow us to really hit back against their capital ships once we get their fighter screens down. And all of our little ships here should help with that. I think that this fleet is actually coming along pretty nicely. Now I know that we had some names for the Alliance escort carriers. Let me find them. What did we come up with? Destiny? Or did you say Emergent? And what was the other one? The Valor. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we're gonna do that for a little bit. And that's pretty awesome. Actually, sorry about all this stuff over here. I switched it so that we could see Rick's subscriber thing, but I didn't want to, or sponsor thing, but I didn't want to have all that stuff on the bottom of the screen. Sorry, I can't really see it there. So, I couldn't, let's see, where's Salonia? Okay, Salonia's over there. As soon as we get some of those capital ships repaired, we'll go over and see if we can take Salonia in the same way that we just took this one.
R2 has a message indicating that one of our ships has completed all repairs and is now fully operational.
Alright, let's go ahead and go slow again. Let's see what's going on at Kenyan. So, Solo is capturing people left and right. Let's go ahead and take all of these. Alright, so now we have some more
I'm sorry. Unfortunately,
Alliance
that
escort
fleet is
carriers.
filled to capacity.
And we need more
I'm
names.
afraid your
So,
order
there was
cannot
one
be
that was,
carried out.
what was it? Vader's missing legs. Now I think we should try not to. Paradition. Okay, there was one about Mothma. What was it? Mothma's hand. And, how about the Eagle? Okay, so we'll take those. And also merge them into the main Rebel fleet. So that'll take a while for them to get there, but I think that's good. Alright, thanks guys. Let's take a look down here. So we have another two more that we can rename. So I need more names. So go ahead and give me some names for this one. And while we do that, I'm going to start building those infrastructures the infrastructure that we need to support all of this. So we will build 3 assault frigates to add to that, so 80 days, and we'll have those. Then I'll start building some of those Liberator cruisers, and the next thing you know, we're going to be kicking some ass. I definitely see that. I'm not going to build anything at Kenyan. Well, say that, but I guess I'll just build 10 X-Wings. Never have too many A-Wings. I did use Paradition. I sent it over. It's right there. You're good, November. I definitely, I got you. Okay, the Assassin. Doesn't really fit our naming scheme, but if that's what you want, do it. We also had a ship while I was doing that was repaired. Ah, the Resolute is fully operational, which is great. So now we're just waiting on... No, we're all good. The rest of them are a little bit hurt. We should be fine. Tell you what, when is this gonna get
R2
here?
indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
964. Okay, so that's our goal when we're gonna go over to Salonia and try to take it back. So that gives me 2 months. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna come out here and continue to put down the rebel armies. Make sure that we're doing everything that we can. Try to go a little faster. Okay, Battle of Kateris. So I just moved all those guys off of Kateris.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received. R2 has a message indicating that one of our ships has completed all repairs and is now fully operational.
Well, this is bad. So the Empire now has interdictor cruisers, just like we do. So they have sent an unbeatable fleet to Kateris. And on Kateris, we have a bunch of Alliance escort carriers and our own Nebulon, or our own Gravity Well interdictor. There's no way that we can win this, but we can't leave. So what I'm going to do is try to take out one of their Star Destroyers. Which one are their command ships on? Okay. So everybody is going to attack
Task
this.
Force 1 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Red group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Blue group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Green group acknowledged.
Alright, since I can't leave the battle, I'm just going to try to take out their command ship in the sector before we die. Fortunately, there's not much more we can do. I could try to take out their interdictor and get away, but they're going to destroy like 90% of my fleet to do that. I'd rather hit them where it's much harder for them to rebuild. No problem.
Reporting. Target destroyed.
Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in on the Devastator, which I hope that we're able to overwhelm quickly. And swarm. That would make me very happy, since we're all pretty much assured to die anyway. There we go. Start to really dent that hull. Or the shields. That's nice.
Gold group reporting. They're taking losses.
This is nice. Now the X-Wings have the proton torpedoes, so if I can get those shields down, their hull is going to go down real fast. The A-Wings only have concussion missiles, so they don't do nearly as much damage. But it should all make a pretty big dent. Here come the fighters. Crap, so we had a little bit of time before they got their defenses together. But that shield is really close to coming down. Come on, baby. I mean, we're going to start losing fighters exponentially here. There we are. Oh, torpedoes away! Fired! We're going to start to see blue and white. And that's going to be awesome. Yeah, there's the white. Oh, nice. You gotta see the blue. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so this thing is out of the fight. But it's not enough for me just to put it out of the fight. We gotta destroy it. This was the target. This is what we needed to do. Now this will be a huge hit for them in the sector. When you lose a capital ship like that, you take a major hit. This is so worth it.
Blue group reporting they're taking losses.
Go, guys. Yes. Oh.
Group reporting. Target destroyed.
Nice.
Requesting orders. Blue group.
All right.
Requesting orders.
Everyone that's left.
Requesting orders. Blue group reporting they're taking losses. Blue group reporting they're taking losses.
Everyone that's left, go attack the exterminator.
Blue group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Red group reporting. Target destroyed. Blue group reporting they're taking losses.
All right, we're dead anyway, so
Red group reporting.
as soon as we lose our last X-Wings, we're good to go.
Red group reporting they're taking losses. Red group reporting they're taking losses.
That worked out about as well as it could because we killed their command crew, possibly. Sometimes they survive, sometimes they don't.
Red group reporting
Okay.
they're taking losses.
It's over, so we'll just get the, we've been completely destroyed. But, I mean, taking out the Devastator is a really big deal. Really big. And look at that, we got a bunch of their fighters, too, without even trying. Ooh, that's scary. They have TIE Defenders, so they're at the pinnacle of Imperial fighter design. High defenders are a problem for us because they give the advantage back to the Imperials. Ooh, because they're like the A-wing with the X-wing profile, essentially, like the same loadout. It's a pretty big deal.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, let's go ahead and take that. We're gonna just keep moving
There is a
around
message from one of our
in
fleets
sector.
indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace.
Alright, so we've made it to
and
Hoth.
has arrived at its destination.
Let's go ahead and set up our facilities, and now we're going to put General Maydeen on the ground. And because of that, we're also going to move the Alliance headquarters to Hoth. It's en route. It'll be here in about 100 days. So you can see the Tatooine is a little bit pissed that they lost the headquarters, but they'll get over it. No victory for the rebels. I know. We couldn't. But no, I took that out. I feel pretty good about that. Where was that? Katarn. Okay, so I gotta figure out where Katarn was. Oh, it was up here. Okay, so this is where we had our little fight. Oh, we have okay, we have General Orlok. So we took them both hostage, essentially. After I blew up their stuff, they tried to come down on the planet, and we were able to capture them. Which means right now that all of these things are in orbit above us. They have no command crew, and maybe, just maybe, if I'm super lucky, we might be able to sabotage this. I don't have anybody to send with him as a decoy, and there's a good chance he may be captured or killed. But I feel it's worth it.
R2 indicates
Sabotage
that
mission
a
failed.
manufacturing message has been received.
Okay, so they left. Alright, we'll put him back to general
There is a
status.
message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped
Awesome.
out of
So not only did
hyperspace
they not
and
take the
has
planet
arrived at its
that they
destination.
expected to take, we blew up their main capital ship. We captured their leaders. That's a win for the rebels. They might have destroyed our ships in space, but you know, we won the war essentially. I feel that we definitely got a better outcome from that. Awesome. All right. See you, Travis. Appreciate you. All right. So our fleet has arrived here. So let's go around and get Bespin and all of the other planets in the Churba sector. Interestingly, though, I haven't found any Imperial planets out here, knock on wood. That's good to see that they're focused on the core for now.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Alright, so they came back.
Indicates that a manufacturing message
I
has been
spoke too
received.
soon, so they went over to Camparis, where they knew they could just waltz right over my troops and took me out, but they haven't been able to take this planet yet. But it's only a matter of time until they do. But we have a good amount of armies here, so hopefully we can hold out for a little bit. Alright, so how are we doing on draw? It looks like these guys will be here at 694, so another 40 days. So we'll have 40 more days to repair these Corellian corvettes and to get everyone up to speed for our assault on Salonia. Maybe we should do this Normandy style and kind of try to tell them that we're gonna go somewhere else. Okay, very slow. So what do we have here?
One of our agents is reporting in.
Okay, so we have a assault frigate and this. We also have these guys up here. Actually, you know, this is a freaking fleet for all I'm concerned. Let's go ahead and move these up here together. This will be our second fleet that I'm going to start operations with in the sluice sector, and we'll grab a command character for this. So essentially, I need some more ships. We're doing assault frigates, so we'll have 6 assault frigates, which is nice. Let's start building some of these Liberator cruisers. Let's see what the build time is going to look like on those. So Liberator cruiser, 32 days. That's all. Holy crap. Let's put 4 of those. The destination here. I need a name for this fleet, guys. This is going to be our second fleet, so go ahead and give me a name in the comments that you think that we should use. I could have a good time with that. Well, we won't need to do a ground invasion. If I wipe them out from orbit, these troops, it'll be over. They'll immediately jump back to us, Jordan, because they're rebel. Okay, so that's good. So we have our second fleet coming together down here. I'd actually like to get some Liberator cruisers into the main fleet.
R2 indicates that a
And it looks like we're gonna get our
message has been
chance.
received.
Oh, look at this.
R2 has a message from one of
All
our
these Mon
field
Cals, I
personnel.
forgot about these. This is the nice part about, like,
R2 says one of our
you set
agents
it
is
and you
reporting
forget it,
in.
right? So let me see. I think what I can do here. We have 5 for over here, and there's 5 more here. I'm gonna put 2 into the Rebel fleet, and you guys can name them when they get there. I'm gonna take these 3 and put them into our second fleet over here. Okay. The Rimward Raiders. You have no heroes. Okay, you'll get there, I'm sure. Rimward Raiders. And that's up... If somebody else can come up with a better name, I'll definitely consider it. Alright, so that's good. So we have a lot of capital ships all of a sudden. Totally forgot that we had all that production. So let's do the same thing here. Let me build as many... Well, I can only build 2 because we're out of maintenance points, but 3PO's taking care of that for me. You can see that he's filling up this entire sector with mines and refineries. Alright, so what's going on over here? Informants have provided information about Baffron. What's going on in Baffron? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Good to know.
R2 indicates that a
Alright,
manufacturing
so
message
Vigen is
has been
neutral. We can't
received.
take that. Let's go down to Coruscant.
R2 has a message indicating that one of our ships has completed all repairs.
Bespin looks
and
like
is
a really
now
nice
fully
planet.
operational.
Who would have thought?
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Gorman is under blockade. Oh no. Looks like they sent over... Yeah, they've been busy. Oh man, they've been busy building Star Destroyers. They got the Raise, the Plunder. These are all brand new Imperial 2 Star Destroyers, and they're also... You can tell they're Imperial 2 because there's not an X up here. I think... Let me just... Yeah, this isn't Imperial. My bad. It looks like they're sharing the same model. They have the Prevail on here too. Crap, so they're starting to send interdictor cruisers with their small strike forces. Worrying. They're getting smarter. How are we doing at draw? We're almost done. Looks like we have 2 more Corvettes to repair. I don't really care about those that much. When are these guys going to get here? 997. We can't wait for those. So we're going to start our attack before that.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in. The Empire is bombarding one of our planets. You must help them.
Oh man, we're really in trouble now. They're blockading all of our
R2
planets
says
together.
there's a message
And when
coming
they
in
do
from our
that,
planetary system.
you can see that I don't get any of the benefits of that planet. So now we're at negative 451. That's a big deal. Do we have a... Let me check real quick. Does this fleet have an interdictor? Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be really mad at myself. It absolutely should. Because we have enough that any fleet that we engage is not getting away. Let me see if I can find an interdictor cruiser to get over here ASAP. I think the only one we had in this area got destroyed. Unfortunately. How long would it take for them to build one? I don't have the money for it anyway. But I'm just curious. It's not going to show me. Yet. Okay. So we're gonna have to hurry up with our plan because we're gonna need to flip some of these planets maybe by force.
R2 says one of our agents
We
is
need
reporting in.
maintenance fast.
The Empire is bombarding one of our planets. You must help them.
Battle Kateris.
Oh my! Imperial troops are assaulting
We were
one of our
destroyed.
planets.
Holy crap! Everything just spiraled out of control.
R2 has
Talon
good
Karrde got
news about
killed.
support for the Alliance.
The gambler saw his
R2
luck run
indicates
out.
that a manufacturing message has been received.
Everything is not great. Here we go.
R2
So now we
says
have
that
the
research and
CC
development is
9600,
transmitting the message.
which is this. It's the latest iteration of the CC series of capital ships. It's more compact and requires fewer crew members than the previous CC 7700. While that was primary gravity well projector, this is a pure combat vessel. The firepower and shielding are considerable while allowing enough cargo space to accommodate 2 regiments of ground troops. Awesome. Alright. Well, we're good here. It looks like we only have a couple more days until these Moncals show up. 997. This really sucks, though. I'm really mad at myself for not having an escort frigate here, so I'm gonna just grab that one out, and we're gonna get a interdictor. We should have had that. I don't know how fast the interdictor is traveling by itself. It might be pretty quick. Let me see, because they all have different hyperdrive ratings. This one will get here at 1051. We'll just start our campaign, and then we'll trap whatever Imperials we can at the end. So let's go ahead and go to Salonia and begin that. Awesome. So we'll take New Cov as well. So we start to take the Outer Rim. Orzel 11 looks like a great system. Take that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about EU3. Okay, here we go. So we have our battle at Salonia. This is what we've been planning for a while. And underwhelming. We're going to simulate this because there's no reason in playing it. We didn't... Look, that's how good Luke is as a commander. We didn't lose a single X-Wing fighter. Look at that. We didn't lose a single fighter. And they lost 1, 2, 3, 4... They lost 8, including TIE Defenders. I mean, that's the power of Luke as your commander. That's such a big deal. Okay. So these Gen Cores, not a big deal, but this LNR series too, that's a problem. That's a planetary battery, which means that if we were to attack it, that would counterstrike one of our ships and absolutely blow it up. It could even blow up a Super Star Destroyer. That's how strong it is.
You got it.
So we need Luke to sabotage that, because if... There we go. He's done it. Now, they do have 2 Gen Cores, but I think that we shouldn't have any problem at all taking this planet. So let's go ahead and planetary bombard them. And you can see that our fleet is so powerful in orbit that we went right through those Gen Cores, took out all of their Dark Troopers, and now Salonia is Rebel. Because they wanted to be, and they've jumped back over. And look what else happened. Corellia was never leaning towards our side, and now they're more Rebel than they are Imperial. So that's the power of doing that. And now we have access to the shipyard, which means that I can build nothing, because we're still negative. But this is exactly the kind of stuff that we need to do. Okay. I'll move him on here. And him too, because I don't want them to die if the planet gets retaken. And we're going to take our Rebel fleet back down to Vagran and see if we can flip that as well. Any of these planets that are going to go right back to the Rebel are the way to go. So we're getting smuggling benefits too from some of the other systems that are loyal to us that are currently being occupied by the Empire. So that's a big deal. All right. So this system is neutral. So we have 2 more targets for them out here. All right, very cool. So guys, that was awesome. The Emperor's Misfortune. I like that. This is not quite ready. It doesn't have the fighter squadron to deploy all these, or to save all these capital ships.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Okay. So are we in orbit of...
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Right, so we're in orbit of Vagran. And they haven't done anything, so they just need wiped off of there. So we took them out. And look at that. So these planets that were Imperial have just gone neutral. All of them. And Corellia is in a state of uprising, which is awesome. And this is how you pretty much... it's how you mess up the Empire. Let's see, what can we find at Doros? Let's go ahead and go to Doros. I feel like we can't lose at this point in this sector. We've consolidated a really great fleet. And let's play it fast and loose.
The Empire is bombarding one of our planets. You must help them.
Battle at Doros. Here we go.
R2
TIE interceptors. Okay, there's a lot of TIE interceptors. Go ahead and take command.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
Okay, so we'll just let this play out a little bit. And then we'll start giving everybody orders to attack the fighters.
Task Force 2 acknowledges mission assignment.
I would think that the
Task Force 3
TIE
acknowledges
defenders that
mission
can get
assignment.
away would,
Task
but
Force 4 acknowledges mission
doesn't look like
assignment.
they are, because they have
Task
hyperdrives.
Force 5 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 6
That's scary if they
acknowledges
think they
mission
can win.
assignment. Red Group acknowledges mission assignment. Blue Group acknowledges mission assignment. Green Group acknowledges mission assignment. Gold Group acknowledges mission assignment.
Here you go. Now check this out. This is the Rebel fleet. This is pretty much the bulk of the Rebel fleet. Look at this. We have all of our ships. We're sending out our fighters. Look at that. Red and blue. So we'll go ahead and focus on Red Squadron. Get really in there. It's kind of hard to tell what's what at that level.
Green Group reporting. Target destroyed. Green Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting. They're taking losses. Gold Group reporting. They're taking losses. Gold Group reporting. They're taking losses. Red Group reporting.
Pretty much every time one of my squadrons fire, somebody dies.
Blue Group reporting. Target destroyed. Blue Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting. They're taking
There it
losses.
is.
Red Group reporting. Target destroyed.
Okay. So we took them out. We did lose a bunch of B-Wings, but expected.
The
Alright.
Empire is bombarding one of our planets. You must help them.
Alright, so they're bombarding
R2 indicates
Chandrila.
that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so I think we can do this. Let's do planetary bombardment. There it is.
R2 has some
So
good
we
news
destroyed
about support
their
for the
facilities,
Alliance.
and we took Doros, and now everybody else
R2
joined
says
us,
one of our agents is
which
reporting
totally
in.
reversed our fortune here. And finally, look at that. We got all these facilities. We got training regiments, and let's go over to Corellia. If we take Corellia real quick, we'll have flipped the entire sector. You're right about that. You're 100% right about that. I wasn't looking at what they were, and I should not have sent the bombers in. Good deal.
Oh my! Imperial troops are assaulting one of our
Alright,
planets.
so we're at Corellia. Looks like they have their interceptors. I'm just going to let it auto play it this time. Imperial fleet's withdrawn. We lost some more bombers. Apparently Luke didn't
The
follow the
Empire is
strategy.
bombarding one of our planets. You must help them.
Let's see how we're doing. Let's see if we can do this planetary bombardment. There it is.
R2 has some good news.
Alright,
about
so we've
support for the
completely
Alliance.
taken, look at that, we've completely taken the Corellian sector. And over here, okay, perfect. Now we know where they are. So we'll be there to the Imperial fleet in, it looks like day 1017. I don't think that we have a frigate here yet. Let me see. 1054, so I can't hold them in place. But we might be able to take out a good number of them. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That is a waste of resources. I should definitely do better. Thrawn is captured. I don't know if you guys saw that. We'll take a look at that. That's a big deal. Alright, so here we go. This is the fight that we were looking for. I think they're probably just going to retreat.
The fleet is ready, Admiral.
But in
What
the
are your
event that they
orders?
don't, I want everyone to
Task Force
quickly
1 acknowledged. Engaging targets.
go
Task
for
Force
them.
2 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 3 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 4 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 5 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 6 acknowledges mission assignment. Red Group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Blue Group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Green Group acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Alright, let's
Gold
go ahead and
Group
do this.
Acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Here we go. So you can see, Luke should be able to get his people there to get a couple shots off on this thing before they go to hyperspace, I think, because they're already flying. Now, Darth Vader has an even stronger combat rating, which is crazy, watching him be the commander of the ships and how quick they move around. But I do think we'll get a couple shots off before they get into hyperspace. Especially because they don't have an admiral. Come on, come on. There it is. Look at that. Look at the difference, how much that started to really take down their shields, just having that massive amount of fighters.
The Imperial fleet is withdrawing. We've won.
Yeah, I muscled them out of the sector for now. Let's see, we didn't do enough damage to the dictator to actually hurt it, but we do get the shields down a little bit. Not bad. All right.
R2 says one of our agents is
So
reporting
look
in.
at this. We have everything we need here. Take us back to Corellia, because the fact that that is still green there means that there are ships that are coming in, so we'll get back there and do an espionage mission on Corellia. We'll find out what's coming in and when it's going to be there. So I'm going to move that up to fast. Liberator cruiser deployed. Okay, so Thrawn was captured at
There is
Corellia.
a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of
Check that
hyperspace
out.
and has arrived at its destination.
So
R2
we're here,
says one of our agents
and
is
that means that we
reporting
have
in.
Thrawn, the great commander himself. That. I like it. Ovo, Peter Thanes, Dorja, Kev. This is important because Kev and Thrawn are two of their ship design people. So if we have them, that's going to slow down their ship design research considerably. Okay, we need one of the characters that does... Lando, you're not doing anything. Get on there and do some espionage. Let me know what these fleets are that are coming in so that we can be prepared for them. Okay, perfect. So we can also get resupplied here. So it looks like we need a bunch of B-Wings, probably, to replace the ones that we lost. Destination. Yeah, Rebel 1. Let's go ahead and build 5 B-Wings, 6 B-Wings. That'll be... Okay, and then the rest of them will make A-Wings. Maybe X-Wings. We'll build some more X-Wings. I said that I normally wouldn't build them, but I think that there's probably a good reason to have a diversified fleet because of the torpedo differences. See, this is the kind of game that I can't even believe I've been playing for 2.5 hours. Like, the time just flies for me. So I hope it's entertaining for you. Let me take a look at our metrics. Oh, wow. For this game, I cannot believe that we're doing as well as we are, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. And if you are, please go ahead and subscribe for me. I don't have the thing set up on this screen because I usually record Rebels or Rebellion on this setup, so it doesn't have any of the fancy stuff. I just put up the chat before the stream started, but unfortunately the chat does kind of move over onto the, onto the game world here more than I wanted it to. Yep. Good idea. Let me see if we can do that. Let's do that at Salonia. We'll go destination, Rebel 1, and we'll add a couple... What am I doing? Add a couple Liberators. Put in 2 for now.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Okay, so I need names for these Mon Calamari cruisers.
There is a message.
See, you
from
guys
the
gave me a
President.
ton. Emperor.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Emperor's Misfortune and Senate's Liberators. Okay. Alright, Senate's Liberators and Emperor's Misfortune. Thank you very much for those. Excellent. Looks good. So all of our major things have names. I like it. Alright, so as soon as Lando's done with this, we'll figure out what's going on with those incoming ships. And we'll be ready. Battle Kateris.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so they destroyed us there because they sent in a interdictor. Nothing we can do about that. But they're not able to take the planet, which is kind of awesome. Alright, so Kenyan is done. They have a bunch of A-Wings. There's really no reason for me to waste any more resources. So Han and Leia... Let's go ahead and move Leia back to
I hope
Han.
you know what you're doing.
Han's capturing people left and right. I was going to move him off that planet, but that's awesome to see how many of their people we have captured. We definitely want to make sure that this is up and ready to go. So we have 2 Liberator cruisers. Now that our production's back up, I want to build 3 more. So let's go ahead and do that. Look at that. I mean, first, I'm not a big fan of the design, but I get it. Alright. So as soon as we have this fully operational, we get in our interdictor and fill up our fighters, I think we can probably go back to the Siswana sector and, you know, make an attempt at hitting some of these other smaller planets and maybe drawing their main fleet off of Coruscant. If we can do that, then, you know, we might be able to take a run at that planet with our fleet here. And if not, certainly the fleet that we're building down here at Mantessa could probably get it done. Look at this. This is nice. Okay, but you know, the Empire's doing the same thing. So we can't rest on our laurels. They're going to constantly be putting out ships. Here we go.
From one of our field personnel.
Lions come in.
R2 says one of our agents
They've
is
withdrawn.
reporting in.
Okay. Unfortunately, because
There is a message from Princess Leia.
assault on Chandrilla, so it
R2
looks
has
like
a message indicating that one of our fighter squadrons has replaced its losses and is now at full strength. Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems.
Alright, so they're trying to take
indicating that the
Chandrilla.
Empire is blockading the planet. There
And
is
they
a message
failed.
from the President.
They'll get it the second time, probably. But if I can take out at least one of their troops when they come down, this planet's going to go into a state of unrest. Which is good. Because then whenever I come back in, we'll flip them all back to our side again. Okay, so Mon Mothma is still working on this. They finally got there. That took them forever to get across the galaxy. And Prazob is the last one we can do in the sector, so we'll go ahead and put down our rebels. And hopefully, in not much time, we're going to have all of the Model sector, and pretty soon we'll have all of the Churba sector as well. That's really cool to see. Probably not.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
The reason being that if the planet,
R2 says one of our agents is
the same
reporting
thing
in.
that I'm doing to them, I do not want to have done to me. Because my diplomats are spread out, and it's going to be almost impossible for me to diplomatically bring planets back up if we do that. That's a tactic I use with the Empire because we don't care and we'll just put troops and troops and troops, but with the Rebellion, I don't have the luxury of having that initial war machine like that. Okay, so here, Lando was finally finished. Bring him back up so we can see that the Lapis is coming in. It's an Imperial escort carrier, and it'll be here at day 1044. Unfortunately, I think that my interdictor isn't going to be here until day 1057, so I'm not going to be able to keep it here. It's going to come in and leave. But that'll be a big deal. Alright, so we are building those. Good to see. And then here, we're going to use the remaining ship destinations to build... Let's build some more X-Wings. We'll fill up the rest of the fleet with X-Wings. There we go. So we have 67 of 79, and the reason it's 79 is because these additional Liberator cruisers are going to take more. Which will be pretty cool. And go fast again. Endor joins. Great job, Mothma. Right. So Endor is now... We've convinced the Wookiees to join the tribe. Or no, that failed. I hate them. We convinced the Ewoks, who... Their name doesn't appear at all in Return of the Jedi. How interesting is that? The only way that you know that they have names is because they were on the toys. Crazy, isn't it? They didn't say the name Ewok even once. Alright.
There is a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace and has arrived at its destination.
Imperial fleet's withdrawn. Let's go ahead and save it again, because I forgot to do that. That would be... That was almost exit. Okay. We're at 1045. As soon as we get that last...
There is a message from the President.
Chandrilla has probably been
Good
taken.
news about support for the Alliance.
No,
R2
it still
says one of
hasn't
our
been taken.
agents is
Yes, it
reporting
has.
in.
Okay. Alright, so they got more troops and then
Oh
came
dear.
back.
R2 has a message from one of our
This is good, though.
planetary systems.
We're pretty much
indicating
set
that
up
the
to
Empire
go
is
back and
blockading
smash
the
them.
planet.
They go through the
There's a
same
message
supply
from the
shortages that we
president.
do. They try to build to the cap, so if I start flipping their planets, they're going to have the same kind of issues that we were facing for a little bit there. Alright, Jordan really wants me to have a ground assault, so maybe we'll do just one. But it's not going to be pretty. Let's do 1054.
I'm afraid R2 has some bad news about support
no.
for the Alliance.
The uprising on Balmora.
R2
That's a pretty good
indicates that
picture,
a
actually.
manufacturing message has been received.
Look at that. I love the sound, too. Stormtroopers marching. It looks pretty cool. Alright, so we finally have it. Our, no, we don't, actually. When does it come? 1057. So I need a name for this. I would call it the Stopper, or Freeze. What do you guys think that we should name this?
There is a message from the president.
Interdictor. Hold it right there. I'm trying to think. Halt. Rebels. What's up, Death Trooper Captain? I know. They never stop talking. It's neither do I. Yeah. Let's see. Ma's little sister? Okay. That's what I needed. I get what you mean, like the Ma. Okay, Ma installation. We're good to go. Alright guys, we're going to begin our invasion into the Seswana sector. The first place we're going to go is Balmora, and we're going to hope that they still have ships there, so that we can crush them. And that will even get Coruscant to start to lean towards us, which is a big deal. So we've gone ahead and we've taken off towards it. Let's see, how long is it going to be until we get there? Status, day 1074. Alright guys, fingers crossed. Here we go.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received. R2 says one
It's
of our
gonna be a big
agents
deal.
is reporting in.
Swiverin is under blockade, so I know that's where they are.
Oh my! Imperial troops are assaulting one of our planets!
Battle of Balmora. Ah ha ha, yes. It's more satisfying to destroy them, so let's just do that.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders? Task Force 1 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 2 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 3 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 4 acknowledged. Engaging targets.
I'm just
Task
going back
Force
and forth
5
between them.
acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 6 acknowledged. Engaging targets. Gold Group acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Alright, so we'll just do that. We don't need the fighters to do anything. We'd actually lose fighters if we sent them up. Just send in the bombers.
Red
Changed
Group
my mind.
acknowledged. Engaging targets. Blue Group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Green Group acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Okay, so we will do it like this, but it should be fun. The wanton destruction of the Empire is always a good time. Let's go ahead and see their shock and horror as they watch the Rebel fleet come at them. It does take forever, though, to move around. Look at that, like angry hornets. Where the
Gold
hell?
Group reporting. Target destroyed. Red Group requesting orders. Green Group requesting orders. Gold Group requesting
I don't get it.
orders.
Where are all of our other ships? I'm looking the wrong way, I guess. I've rotated all the way around. But that is pretty good graphics. I mean, you can see where they have the interdictors, so there's that. That was the planet that just passed us. But where is the Rebel fleet? Wow, we're really far behind, actually. This is as close as you can get.
Gold group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Green group acknowledged. Engaging targets.
I guess the X-Wings weren't given
Red
orders.
group acknowledged.
There's no torpedoes flying. Get those torpedoes in the air, gentlemen. There we go. There's some white.
Gold group reporting. Target destroyed.
Check it out. So those
All
are little
Imperial
A-Wings.
ships have been destroyed.
Pretty cool. Alright. Yay. We took them out. We knew we would.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Go ahead and wipe their people off the planet.
R2 indicates
What do you
that
know?
a
We took
manufacturing
Belmora.
message has been received.
How nice is that? Now, what is over Swiverin? Ah. Let's hope that we can get to this fight, because this would be really great for us if we could take out all of these ships. I think that we definitely have the capability to do so, but I'm gonna need to be on top of my game. So let's go fast and hope that they haven't left the system yet. All right, here we go. Battle at
R2
Swiverin.
indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
This is the first true test of our abilities, because the Imperial Star Destroyers are no joke. So let's go ahead and take command. Fingers crossed. Didn't crash. Okay.
The fleet is
Right.
ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
So first thing I want to do, let's go ahead and cancel that. I want the bombers to
Gold
stay
group
here
acknowledges mission assignment.
until we have the fighter screen cleared. So I want my X-Wings to clear
Red
out their
group
fighters,
acknowledges mission assignment.
A-Wings to clear
Blue
out the
group
fighters.
acknowledges mission assignment. Green group
Actually, I
acknowledges
changed my
mission
mind. I want the
assignment.
X-Wings to
Red
stay here as
group
well. I want to use them as
acknowledges mission
secondary bombers. So we're going to use all of the A-Wings as fighter support. We're also going to use the Phoenix Nest as... I keep doing that. Phoenix Nest as fighter
Task
support,
Force 6
as well as the
acknowledges mission
Corellian
assignment.
corvettes
Task Force 5 acknowledges mission
and the
assignment.
gunships.
Task Force 4 acknowledges mission assignment.
Okay, our main fleet is going to attack the Rays. Let's see, where are their command crews? It looks like they're on the Rays. Okay, so our heavy cruisers are going
Task
to
Force
attack
1 acknowledged.
the Rays
Engaging targets. Task
as quickly
Force
as
2
possible.
acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 3 acknowledged. Engaging targets.
All right, perfect. So I think that is going to work out pretty well, and from there we'll start assigning tasks based on what's left. So we'll take care of that. All right, perfect. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this strategy. Is it going to work? I think it could be pretty cool. So we're sending off our A-Wings to take out their fighters, but I'm fine with that. Even without the escorts, they should be just fine. We've got a ton of A-Wings. And their fighters aren't really ready, you can see. Their fighters aren't ready to fight back yet.
Green group reporting. Target destroyed. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed.
Let's go ahead and zoom in on them.
Target destroyed. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Green 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 group reporting. Target destroyed. Green
Look at that.
reporting.
Like,
Target
circle
destroyed.
formation that they're
Green
doing?
group
That's
reporting.
craziness.
Target destroyed.
Okay, a couple more TIE fighters that have come out of the bay. Now we can swarm them. It's like the Imperial tactic doesn't work well unless they have hyperdrive capable ones.
Target destroyed. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 3 reporting.
Okay.
Destroyed.
So we've taken all of that. Let's go ahead and send green group here. Send blue group there. So we'll have them work on that Star Destroyer while this one gets taken down. We're focusing ISDs first. So we'll go ahead and look at the Rays, which is already in trouble. Alright, so now we're going to take Red Squadron. And we're going to take Gold Squadron over here. Not bad. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on our Moncals and see how they're dealing with the firepower from the Star Destroyers, but I think it should be over pretty quickly. Yeah, you think we have enough ships, Mike? I think you got them?
Requesting orders. Task Force 1 requesting orders.
Okay.
Task Force 2 requesting orders. Task
Just
Force
giving
1
everybody
acknowledges mission
orders to
assignment. Task Force
attack
2
whoever the hell they
acknowledges
want at
mission
this point.
assignment. Task Force 3 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 4 acknowledges mission assignment. Gold
Now
group
we sit
reporting.
back and we
Target
watch.
destroyed. Green group requesting orders.
Shall we retreat?
Requesting orders.
What is it,
Requesting orders.
Send us news of a victory?
They're taking losses.
Shall we retreat?
Red group acknowledges mission assignment. Blue group acknowledges mission assignment. Green group
Now,
acknowledges mission
bring me
assignment.
Wallace.
Gold group
Alive if
acknowledges
possible,
mission
dead.
assignment.
Just as good. Send us news of our victory. Shall we retreat? That's my favorite line in Braveheart. Alright, so we're taking out all of them. Look at that. Gorgeous. Double check all of our... Looks like all of our cruisers are in good shape.
Gold group reporting. Target destroyed.
It's like rough whenever the swarm picks you. Next. It's over quickly though. You don't have a whole lot of time to think about it.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
Now the interdictor. Prevail. It was there, we remember. This is for Gorman, you bastards. And Chandrilla. And all those people that couldn't fight back.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
Look at that, look how quick Luke has all those things moving. Because, I mean, like, even before it's done, they're on the next target. That means that your commander is, like, first class.
Green group reporting. Target destroyed.
Well, he was doing well, but everyone kind of forgot about the Taskmaster. What's going on, guys? Are we not doing this?
Red group acknowledged. Engaging target. Green group acknowledged. Engaging target. Red group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Blue group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Gold group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed.
There it is.
Gold group reporting. Target destroyed.
It's over.
All Imperial ships have been destroyed.
Alright. We lost a B-Wing. Out of all of that, we lost one B-Wing. This bodes well for us.
From the President.
Alright, let's just wipe these people right off of Swivern.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
There we go. Yeah, Jordan, so unfortunately we're not going to have to do any planetary assaults because everyone's going to join us. So we're just that persuasive. So I don't see any other fleets that are going to be coming in here. Let's go ahead and go up to Yaga Minor. And I think that's going to be the next place to hit just because I know that they had, at the time, at least a big facility. They probably grew their shipyard there. And I can definitely use that to load up for the attack on Coruscant. You can see that we're really turning the tide here against them. And they're going to be running into supply shortages, especially because we haven't found any of their stuff in the Outer Rim. I'm shocked by that, to be honest. I would have thought for sure that they had set up at least a sector or two. Or maybe they have, because there's just so many that I can't see them all quite yet. But it would definitely help them to have a couple green sectors out here that they're pouring resources into the core. Okay, so Mantessa over here needs some X-Wings. Let's see. We got B-Wings. We got Liberator Cruisers. Now we need to fill up this ship with A-Wings. We'll do X-Wings first. We'll get 10 X-Wings. And then we'll put the rest as A-Wings. Perfect. We're going to send them over to Yaga Minor. And they'll be there at 1091. Not bad. Okay. Awesome. Bombard the planets anyway? Yeah, I think that's a good way to make everybody hate you, so I'm not going to do that. Mine, good. Mine and Refinery are out there. Let's see, battle at Yaga Minor. So what do we have? We have us, and we have them. It's just interceptors and defenders, so I'm going to simulate that. That would be fun. We lost 2 B-Wings. Not a big deal. Let's go very slow again. What do they have down here?
Indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Good thing we looked at it, because that LNR Series 1 is actually a problem.
Research and development is
So we'll send
transmitting a
Luke
message.
and Paige again. Down to
R2 says one of
sabotage
our
it.
agents is reporting in.
It's too bad Paige isn't
away.
Force sensitive, because he's like the perfect combat character. Would make it good. Oh hey, Luke got foiled.
R2 has a message from one of our
I
field
am growing
personnel.
stronger with the Force.
Blast! There is a message from Master Luke.
Okay. Well, that was weird. Try that again.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received. R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright,
There
so
is
we
a
got
message from one of our units indicating it has arrived at its destination.
Look at that. So we're up to, he's up to
There is a message
172.
from Master Luke.
Not bad. Alright, planetary bombardment. Yeah, we need to do at least one planetary bombardment. It might take them all out, but I don't think it will. Yeah, okay, it did.
R2 has
Sorry, we were a lot stronger than I thought we were. I was gonna have a planetary assault after that.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing
Okay.
message has been received.
So we took Yaga Minor.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
It's a big deal. And they have the Gorgon here, which is gonna be here on day 1123, so we'll be here just to ambush that. They don't need to have it. Alright, so now we have another shipyard, and we can repair our losses. So did we finally get those Liberators? No, we didn't get them yet. But I know that we lost a couple B-Wings. Oh, what else do they have here? Some new stuff. The Dauntless Cruiser. Look at that. It's the second largest cruiser in the Alliance fleet. Built from the hull of a luxury liner, it carries an excellent sensor package and countermeasure equipment. Extra shielding and armaments were added to make the Dauntless an effective frontline ship. Exciting. Let's go ahead and build one of those, just because I want. I also want to look at the. It can hold 4 fighters. Not bad. That. So we'll go ahead and build a Dauntless cruiser. We're getting all these exotic weapons. I like it. Alright. Yeah, C-3PO is... Well, I mean, Luke left him here. Luke left him, man.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, which capital
R2
ship is
has a message
repaired?
from one of our field
Good.
personnel.
So that was annoying seeing that that was like that all the time.
R2 has a message indicating that one of our ships has completed all
Oh,
repairs.
let's
and
do
is
something
now
real
fully
quick.
Operational.
I want to put everybody on here on the command crew down on the
You
planet
got
with Luke for a day, because I wonder if being in different ships means that he's not checking them for sensitivity. Way down to here, down, and then we'll put them back on the ships in a second.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
I don't see anything.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting
Usually,
in.
like the future, it'll say future Jedi discovered. Let it go for one more day. It's very possible that nobody is force sensitive, and that's probably the case. I was just really hoping that, because I would like to have him train somebody. Alright. So, let's put them back on... Let's put them all back in the Phoenix Nest. Kinda... Hey, we have Bevel Lesmic, too. Holy crap. Pellaeon, Screed. We've taken, like, all of them. This is, like, seriously, all of them. Put them back in the... No, we'll put them in Home 1. Who
I'm not
cares?
sure I know how to do that.
You'll learn, 3PO. You'll learn. Put them all in Home 1. I think that just... It's not best practices, but it's cool. So make Commander Skywalker and General Reichian and Admiral Snub. Nice. Peter Thanes, we have all of their ship researchers captured. That's so bad for them. Yeah, it's gotta go fast.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't want to invest in them because they die all the time. So it would like suck because it is a big deal to let's go ahead and save it too. It's a big deal to do Jedi training. It takes forever. And and if they die, it's a real pain in the ass because everybody except Luke could die. Potentially, Jedi characters have a lower likelihood of it, but it can happen to anyone. So let's go ahead and go to Gorman now. We've taken care of the Yaga Minor incident. The Empire has lost a lot of its major facilities
R2
in the
has a
sector.
message from one of our field personnel.
Alright, Gorman, they have the Prometheus and the TIE Fighter, so we'll take them out.
A manufacturing message has been received.
We didn't lose anything. That's nice. Let me see, what do we have on Gorman? Oh, they don't have anything there. Guess what? I can't planetary assault that because my troops cannot defeat that number of regiments. I mean, here, let me put Luke in charge of General Skywalker and see how we do. I know you want to see this, Jordan, so we'll do that. We only have 6 troops. We're going up against 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. We're going up against 26. This isn't going to work, but I know that you want to see it, so planetary assault. Imperial troops have defended Gorman from an alliance assault. We did take out 3 stormtroopers, but you can see that it would take me a ton of people to get through all their war droids and their fleet regiments and everything else. So instead what we're going to do is we're just going to bomb. And that was even better, so we took out most of them. In fact, if I had done that first and then followed it up with a ground assault, that could have worked. So we'll just do that.
R2 has some good news about support.
Alright, so we've taken Gorman. That's perfect. And we see there's another fleet here. Gorman doesn't have any facilities, so we know that somebody else is coming in, so we'll send Lando, our man on the ground, to do some espionage. And we'll find out what's going on. And now, check down here. So, we have another idle shipyard. We are building those. We're going to destination up here and finish this off with those A-Wings. So, what is it, 20? I don't know how many we need. 23 maybe? Yeah, 23. Perfect. So, I've gone ahead and ordered the rest of the Rimward Raiders to be commissioned, so this will be ready to go. The last thing it needs is an interdictor. I think I stole the interdictor from this one, and we don't want to send out an absolute awesome fleet like this without everything that we need. So we'll go into the sluice sector and start with Ordo, and when we free that, that'll get Mon Cal pretty close. And then we can do that, and that's how we can go around and free everybody without having to worry about diplomats. We'll use the same thing we did in the Corellian sector. It's a real quick way to turn the tide for you. The other thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to take one of these extra troops and our Merco maybe with the guerrillas. I don't think they are espionage.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Send them there to incite uprising. They're going to fail.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Take Van Willard and... Ooh. Take Van Willard and that dude, and we'll go here. And we'll do espionage, because I want to know what's going on. So, hopefully we get some information at least. That would be fine. And then we'll know if we can take Coruscant or not. Usually if you take Coruscant, you also get the Emperor, in most cases, if he doesn't escape. So that would be, 2 of the 3 down, then we just need to find Vader. We don't even need to take the whole galaxy, you just need to find the objectives, to be honest. Oh, everyone was captured. well, shit. That didn't go very well. Or as Luke would say whenever he fails a mission, blast!
That a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so we have all these Liberator cruisers now. Let's go ahead and send the Liberator cruisers over to the Rimward Raiders. Okay, so we're basically going to have 2 monster fleets. Absolutely monster fleets. I can't really... I don't think you can rename X-Wing fighters. And since they're like one of many, they don't show up in the thing either. But we can name one Rogue Squadron in our minds. Okay, we got some intel. This was good. So them being, captured, there's not a big deal. So they have 1 ISD, 2 victories, 3 victories, 4 victories, 5 victories, 6 victories. Okay, so they have 6 victory destroyers, an ISD, about 10
I'm afraid I do not understand
Carrack-like cruisers, and 1 Lancer frigate. Okay, so the Exterminator and the Subjugator are coming in here, and they'll be here on they'll They'll be here in 6 days, so I'll be able to take out another Imperial Star Destroyer. That's gorgeous. That's a really nice nice prize. The Radis has actually hurt a good bit, so we got to be careful with that to make sure it doesn't get smashed. But we have the Liberator Cruiser, so let's see. I'm going to the names now. You guys have been throwing names out there left and right. Let's see, what do we have? Mace Windu. It's so weird because whenever I play games, I shift my keyboard over to the left more than when I type, and then whenever it's not in the right place, I can't type. You would think that somebody that types for a living would know to type, but I can't do it. Alright, so we named that Mace Windu. That's good. I'm pleased with that. And we're building that Dauntless Cruiser there. Okay. Let's go ahead and take out that Imperial Star Destroyer.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Oh, actually, before we do that, one more thing. Oh,
R2
I guess
indicates that
we're gonna do it.
manufacturing message has been received.
Let's take command. It's always more fun when you're destroying an Imperial Star Destroyer to do it in person.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
Okay, so we're going to have the same thing that we have been doing. We'll send the
Blue group acknowledges mission assignment.
A-wings.
Green group acknowledges mission assignment.
Send the X-wings
Red
against
group
the
acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Star
Gold
Destroyer.
group acknowledged. Engaging
And that,
targets.
and nobody else even needs to come up. We'll do this the arrogant way. Actually, I changed my mind.
Task Force 1 acknowledges mission assignment.
Probably not the best idea.
Task Force 2 acknowledges
We want to minimize our
mission
losses.
assignment. Task Force
'Cause I wanna
3
attack
acknowledges
Coruscant.
mission assignment. Task Force 4 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 5 acknowledges mission assignment.
You can tell that I didn't put Luke back to commander. I made a mistake.
Task Force
See how
6
slow they are?
acknowledges mission assignment.
It's a big difference. There it is. In all its glory, the Imperial Star Destroyer. The ultimate symbol of power and authority in the galaxy. Actually kind of looks like Rebels too, with the big neck. Not bad. And there's the planet in the background.
Green group reporting. Target destroyed.
Alright, here's the Rebel fleet surrounding it.
Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. 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 Blue group reporting. Target destroyed.
Look at that. Look at all those torpedoes. It's such a shame. We'll probably repurpose that ship.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed. All Imperial ships have been destroyed.
Alright. So the Alliance fleet is victorious. We have eliminated the Exterminator. We have another one coming in, the Subjugator, and it'll be here at day 1181. So we'll be ready. Do we see how many fighters they have? Oof, they got a lot of fighters. We're not quite ready to take on Coruscant. Because they have a ridiculous amount of fighter screen. So let's go ahead and go to these different planets that I had a bunch of fighters on. And let's move them over. I think Kenyan had a ton. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately,
Alright, good
that
enough.
fleet is filled to capacity. I'm afraid your order cannot be carried out.
These Corellian corvettes are hurt, but bring them over too. Alright, that's good enough. I think that's fine. This fleet needs about 1,000 names, so we'll deal with that next episode. What do you guys think? Should we make an attack on Coruscant now, or do you want us to wait for all the Liberators and the Dauntless Cruisers? So go ahead. Oh, sorry to hit the mic there. So go ahead and vote in the comments for me here. And let me know. Should we attack Coruscant now, or should we save that to the next episode? I am very curious what you think. I'm not gonna completely commit myself to following the will of the people. I just want to know, if you're watching this, what do you think about that? Should we go for it or not? Okay, I lost my OBS again. It is so hard to make a modern computer run this in full-size mode and actually be able to record it. It's such a pain in the ass. I should make my own version of the Katana fleet. So you mean we need 200 dreadnoughts that just like show up as a single... It would be like a block of ships. They're all rectangular. So think about that. If you had 200 ships on top of each other like that, it would just be a single block of a slow-ass dreadnought, and then it could just destroy everything. Wait for the heavy ships.
R2 has a message from one of
Do
our
it now.
field
Oh, no!
R2 indicates that a manufacturing
Carmath just got
message has been
taken.
received.
Where's Carmath?
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems, indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Where's Carmath? Oh, Carmath was down here. Good thing we moved Leia off of it. What did they send? Ton of victory destroyers. They're all about victory destroyers. They just pop them out like candy, like a Pez dispenser. Okay. Oh, John says do it now. I don't know. I mean, money always money sways me. All right, guys. I think we're gonna do it. Let's John, give me a do me 1 second. 181. We'll be back. We'll be dead or we'll be back by then. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys. We're playing fast and loose, and we're gonna do it.
Indicates that a manufacturing
I have a good feeling about this. Battle of Coruscant.
R2 has a
Here we
message
go.
from one of our field personnel.
All right. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 1.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
So those are 2. There's 10 of those. 3. God, there's a lot of defenders. Actually, this isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. We can take it. They must have pulled some ships off.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. What are your orders?
Okay, so first we're gonna need to do the people that do
Task
fighters
Force
well
6
to do
acknowledges
fighters
mission
well.
assignment. Task Force 5 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 4 acknowledges mission assignment.
Okay, we need the people that... Okay, they also are
Task
ships.
Force 3 acknowledges mission assignment.
Alright, now I want the I want the
Task Force 2 acknowledged. Engaging target.
ISD down
Task Force 1
fast.
acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Okay, same thing as before. I'm gonna have my X-Wings stand
Red
off
Group
for now.
acknowledges mission assignment.
And my Y-Wings stand off
Gold
for now.
Group acknowledges mission assignment.
No, we'll be fine. We got this, Jordan. It's not as bad. They moved people off the group, or we would have been in trouble. So we'll go ahead and send them
Blue
after.
Group acknowledges mission assignment. Green
Alright.
Group acknowledges mission assignment.
We can do this. We can do this. Our fleet is huge. Oh, that's right. Luke isn't the commander. Oops. Should have reminded me. That's okay. I mean, it just means our losses will be higher, but we'll win. Luke is watching the battle as the Emperor laughs at him. We have we have sheer numbers and a can't lose attitude. Here we go.
Blue Group reporting. Target destroyed.
Look at these little circles of doom. I love it.
Green Group reporting. Target destroyed. Green Group reporting. Target destroyed. Green
We're
Group
still
reporting. Target destroyed.
destroying the crap out of them. I don't know why we're flying into their formation though, just to get shot. That part wasn't clear to me. Oh, I guess we're going for these guys. Alright, so we have some of them here, which is good.
Target destroyed.
Those fighters that are here are getting destroyed by our anti-fighter
losses.
ships.
Gold Group reporting they're taking losses. Gold Group reporting they're taking losses. Blue Group reporting. Target destroyed. Blue Group reporting. Target destroyed. Green Group reporting. Target destroyed. Gold Group reporting.
Alright, so we're almost done with these guys, and then we'll get back into the main fleet.
Target destroyed. Red group reporting they're taking losses. Gold group reporting they're taking losses. Gold group reporting they're taking losses.
Here we go. So our main fighters are rejoining the fleet.
Target destroyed. Blue
Looks like we
group
lost all
reporting.
of our bombers, which is fine.
Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 3 reporting. Target destroyed. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Green group reporting. Target destroyed. Green group reporting. Target destroyed. Blue group reporting they're taking losses. Blue
Alright, guys,
group
stay
reporting
on
they're
it.
taking
Come on.
losses. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 4 reporting. Target destroyed. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 5 reporting.
The Punisher's almost gone. They're gonna move on to something else now because it's no longer a threat.
Target destroyed. Blue group reporting they're taking losses. Green group reporting.
Once we get these fighters out, though, we'll be
Blue
in
group
great
reporting.
shape.
Target destroyed. Task Force
There we go.
4
We're so much closer to it.
Task Force 4 reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed. Green group reporting. Target destroyed. Blue group reporting. Target destroyed. Task Force 1 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 4 reporting. Target destroyed.
Alright, guys,
Task Force
we're almost
2
done with their
acknowledges mission
ships.
assignment. Blue group
We
reporting.
got 2 squadrons left. 1
Task Force 4 reporting. Target destroyed.
good to go.
Reporting.
Alright, guys, attack capital
Task Force
ships
4 reporting. Target destroyed. Green group reporting.
indiscriminately.
Target destroyed. Red group acknowledges mission assignment. Blue group acknowledges mission assignment. Green group acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 3 acknowledges mission assignment.
I think we won.
Reporting they're taking losses. Task Force 4 acknowledges mission assignment. Task Force 5 acknowledges mission assignment.
I don't think any of our shields got cracked either.
Mission assignment.
This one got hurt a little bit. You can see their lasers are slightly down. And this one is getting hurt a good bit, but it's okay. Oh, the Defiance is in trouble. That's okay, because we knew we had to lose it, or not lose, but we had to get hurt on at least one capital ship to do this, but it was totally worth it. It'll be okay.
Red group reporting.
Because if you told me that we could lose one of our Mon Cal cruisers and still take out the entire fleet and take Coruscant, I would make that trade-off every day. I think every commander would. It's just the way that it has to go. So you can see that we've already taken out all their heavy ships. We're just, at this point, mopping up the rest of the battle. These things will go down very quickly. And the nice part is that because of the torpedoes, a lot of them try to stop firing when they're at like 30% hull, but the torpedoes will just destroy it.
Blue group reporting they're taking losses.
See, I doubted myself. We could have done it, John. You're right.
Destroyed.
Can totally do it. The Medusa. We're taking out the Medusa.
Blue group reporting they're taking losses. Task Force 4 reporting. Target destroyed. Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
It's just a matter of time now. They just have a lot of ships, is all. They don't have a lot of power, they just have a lot of
Reporting they're
ships.
taking losses. Task Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed.
These Carrack light cruisers are worthless. There it is.
Reporting. Target
And I think 2
destroyed.
more left. This one and that one. And this is good too, because if we keep moving them around, those other ships will start to regenerate. I don't know if it's regenerated. Yeah, like Luke's home one is looking good. Let's see. Radis is looking better. The Center's Liberators. I don't see the one that was hurt. Here it is, the Defiance.
Target destroyed.
Let me zoom out. I need the Defiance to start doing some orders. So we'll do some maneuvers.
Orders acknowledged. Beginning maneuver.
The more it moves around, the more it'll heal, which is weird. I don't know if that's intended or if that's a bug. But the more it moves in combat, which is why you'll start to see the ISDs move around whenever they take some hits, because it'll repair them. It's weird. Repairs them over time, so that cruiser's pretty much screwed though. We'll have to probably put that in dry dock.
Red group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Blue group acknowledged. Engaging targets. Green group acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Yeah, nobody else is firing at anything because they didn't know what we should be doing. So sometimes you gotta mind the computer while you're here.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed. Red group requesting orders. Red group acknowledged. Engaging targets.
Yeah, you failed the Empire. I agree. I don't think I should have won that, but I'm happy I did.
Red group reporting.
Boom.
Target destroyed. All
Yeah, if it
Imperial
fails,
ships
reload
have
the
been
last
destroyed.
save. Good job, Mike. That's a good idea. Battle of Coruscant. The Alliance fleet is victorious. The Coruscant is now under blockade by the Alliance forces. The Imperial fleet has been completely destroyed. Look at that. The Punisher, the Medusa, the Manticore, the Ruler, the Oppressor, the Bear, the Lord, the Medusa, the Goblin, the Themis, Euronome, Eurethus, Dominator, Jaguar. All gone. Along with all their fighters. And what do they have on? Here we go. Van Wilden was killed. How horrible. Does anyone care?
R2 has a message from
That's
one of
so
our
mean.
field personnel.
I'm a mean guy. Alright, so they have a bunch of Gen cores, but I think we can take it. Let's go ahead and planetary bombardment. Emperor Palpatine is on the planet. We are in luck. We took out a Gen core. That's good. Target those military facilities.
R2 has some
Okay, so
good
we've taken out
news on
more
support for the
Stormtrooper
Alliance.
regiments. And now finally, we will take out the
We've
rest.
captured the Emperor. This is certainly good.
Here we go! The Alliance has seized the Imperial capital system of Coruscant. This is a really cool cutscene. Wait till you see this. Oh, cruisers! Stormtroopers! Wait. There they go. Isn't this an awesome cutscene? And the gunship's like, oh no, I'm not gonna stand for this shit. Right. We've taken the Imperial capital system of Coruscant. We've captured.
R2 has
The
a message
Emperor.
from one of our field personnel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've done something
There is a message from
that
Master
no one
Luke.
would have dreamed of not long ago. And here, most of their ships are on their way in one at a time.
manufacturing message has been
So we're just
received.
going to be able to pick them off as they come into the
R2
Coruscant
says
system.
one of our agents is
They have
reporting
not
in.
yet heard the news. Such a big deal. So we have Emperor Palpatine. We have General Skywalker. Let's switch him back to Commander Skywalker. General Reichian. Alright. So I'm going to put Garm Belioblus back on Coruscant. We're going to make him a general of the Coruscant forces. We need to make sure that we have a strong presence here. I'm also going to move Lieutenant Page to Coruscant so that he and Armarco can try to sabotage anybody that does make it through in the event that I have to move my fleet off system. Now, since we took the planet somewhat unexpectedly, I'm not going to be actually not going to be going back to engage the subjugator over there. It's just not worth it for me. If I hold Coruscant and the Emperor, we're very close to winning. I think I think we're gonna do well here. It's kind of time to spin up this fleet down here and start doing a two-pronged attack and start looking for Vader, I think. Let's see, do we have any other command characters? Because I know we had people researching at various facilities. Here we go, Afron. The whole time I've been waiting for him, General Neva, to have something to do. So I'm going to put them into this Mon Calamari cruiser. We're going to give them command to the largest fleet that we have. The most powerful fleet that we have. So it's on its way. The only thing that we need to build now, I'm going to build 2 of them, because it's always better to have 2 in case one of them somehow gets destroyed.
R2 has a message from one of our
2
personnel.
gravity well generators for this huge shipyard, and we should be good. So with those, yeah, I think we'll be okay. And the other thing I'm going to do too is, just in case I have to resort to force to get the ball rolling, I'm going to fill up the fleet with troops. Take 30. I don't think I have 30 in the system to give. There we go. There's a ton here.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that fleet is filled to
Okay,
capacity.
so we're full
I'm
to
afraid your
capacity
order
of
cannot
everything
be
that's been
carried
built
out.
so far. Alright, perfect. So that looks good. So we'll start with those in the next system, or the next episode. We'll go into the sluice sector and start to take them out. But I think our aggressiveness has paid off, and we have weathered the initial storm, and we're on our way. So guys, I think, let me see, we're at 3 hours and 30 minutes, but I think we're going to end it there. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like freedom, hit the thumbs up. If you're an Imperial sympathizer like me, hit the thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe. I do live streams. Gosh, if this was a success, we're going to do live streams Tuesdays through Saturdays, and then we have recorded content on Sundays and Mondays. So go ahead and let me know how you feel. My name is Captain Katarn. This is Intrepid Dawn. Thank you so much. Tomorrow night we are playing Star Wars Galaxies. I'll see you at 9 p.m. In the verse, you guys rock.